Well, everybody, it's World Series time.
It is.
It is the baseball holidays.
Baseball is here on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
I just want to say, did Peter make our scoreboard graphic? Because that is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I haven't looked.
Oh,
Is it gas?
man. It's
No, it looks
so,
real good.
It's so good.
It's
so
very
good.
clean.
Oh, that is absolutely.
It might be our
fleeing.
best one to date. Very phenomenal done.
Came in hot
Phenomenal
for the
job.
World Series.
Yes,
If we don't get the
absolutely.
Devil Rays throwbacks in this World Series, I'm going to be upset.
Well, you're going to end up being upset because I don't think they do like alternates and throwbacks.
I don't think so either, but I'm going to be upset regardless.
I mean, if they're gonna do the Devil Rays jerseys, just like make sure to do just Devil Rays stuff. Like, don't give me the old Devil Ray logo and the Sunburst logo on the same.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because that
You
looks
can't mix and
goofy.
match stuff like that. It just looks
Exactly.
terrible.
We got our Rays lineup here. Margot not leading off. They have Yandy Diaz leading off, and Margot's batting fifth.
Have you seen Yandy's like?
I got some
stuff?
nightmares about Yandy Diaz leading games off.
Yes, I would imagine.
That man's got fantastic arms.
Yeah, Sean Mania knows all too well.
The pitching matchup, obviously, Glasnow and Kershaw. World Series Kershaw. Who
that is a World Series matchup for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
That
pretty
is what
sure
I tuned in for.
Kershaw's World Series ERA is almost 5.5. Yeah, there it is. 5.4 career World Series ERA.
Love to see it.
Postseason career ERA 4.31 with an 11-12 record, and then his regular season career ERA is sub 2.4. So, as you can see, you can see the ERA slowly go up there as the games get bigger, but that is widely debated in Diamond Digest circles, at least, about whether that's actually Kershaw's fault or managerial blunders. We'll say.
Is it debated? I feel like it's pretty universally
consensus.
accepted at this point.
That's true. We as far as DD circles go, I think we are all kind of in the boat that it is absolutely managerial blunders more than it is Kershaw not being clutch or whatever the narrative is.
It's also pretty universally accepted on my Twitter timeline, but that's mostly because I've just about blocked everybody that suggests the contrary. I've either just like blocked or muted as just like, oh, look, there's someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. Click.
See ya.
Honestly, though, I mean, I think a lot of it comes from, at least this is something I've had like a take on at least this year, is the fact that Kershaw's narrative is like, or one I've heard at least, is that he gets like tired in the postseason. He just like, his arm doesn't have it anymore, right? But with this shortened season, he hasn't pitched as many innings. So maybe this is the year where his World Series performance is like his mid-season form.
We see the leadoff runner get on for the Rays there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay.
I'll get to when I get there.
I think part of the reason Kershaw gets so much gruff for not being perfect in the postseason is because the Dodgers and the Giants are so linked and so often compared together, and the Giants World Series are memorable for how clutch Madison Bumgarner was. And so when you get that comparison between Kershaw and Bumgarner, even if Kershaw's great, he'll never live up to what Bumgarner did. And I think that's going to taint him in the eyes of some fans.
You're absolutely right there. Like I didn't even have to bring up the Giants.
But it's true. It wasn't even Diego this time.
But that's absolutely true, though. Just because, like you said, it's the Giants-Dodgers rivalry. But like comparing any pitcher to like World Series Mad Bum is kind of unfair. Like he's been phenomenal in the World Series and playoff games that he's appeared in.
He's asking us to predict Kershaw's line. Evans says 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Pretty solid.
I'll say 5 innings pitched, 1 walk, 1 run, 3 hits, 6 Ks.
I'll
But
go.
First up, Randy's batting, so everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Randy's batting.
The GOAT is up, so everybody.
Lau is still batting on my screen.
It's Randy.
I'm not the furthest one behind. Let's go.
I don't think you ever have been when you've been doing them with me. I'm usually pretty far behind.
Diego is in general. Well, unless you're on with J-Roy.
Yeah, J-Roy makes me look good.
J-Roy is like half an inning behind.
I'm only like 30 seconds behind, though.
Evan says Al Avila and Dave Dombrowski can't pitch in the playoffs, in reference to a debate last night in the between the DD writers there.
I'll go ahead and predict my Kershaw line real fast.
Okay, go for it.
I was going to say 6 innings, 3 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks.
That's solid.
See, here's my prediction for Kershaw's line. I say he goes 5 2/3, 4 earned runs, 7 Ks. That's what
I got a lot of different lines there.
I got 5 1/3.
Managerial stuff.
5 1/3. 2 runs. 5 hits. No, 4 hits, 3 walks.
Ooh.
And 6 Ks.
You're expecting him to.
Well, he's just
struggle
gave
with
up
control.
one of those walks.
Oh, geez.
That helps my cause. I promise I can see it. Yeah, they don't want to pitch to Randy. He's the greatest ever. They don't want him. They want none of the Randy smoke. That's a fact.
Randy Arozarena in this World Series is what Ronald Acuna Jr. thought he was.
Randy Arozarena.
Fun stat for this game. Mookie Betts' salary this season, $27 million. The entire Rays' salary this season, $28.2 million.
I did see that.
28 so that is a spare change that they found in an executive's couch.
Fun.
Can I have spare change, like that kind of spare change in my couch? Like,
no.
Okay.
Unless you get a Rays executive to come hang out for a couple days.
Yeah.
No, maybe a Rockies exec. They're single A teams here.
Well, that's cool.
That's the closest I'm going to get. It's single A, so I doubt they would even care.
I might be able to get a Mariners exec. Their big league club is like 10 minutes down the highway.
That's good.
The closest I probably would get is there's a Yankees scout that lives in my neighborhood.
Oh, really?
That's really cool, actually. Like a scout.
Yeah.
That's fun. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that this is unusual for him, but he is very heavy on the curve early on. He is throwing that thing.
Yeah, I noticed. He threw he threw like 5 of them to Arozarena.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to throw him a fastball.
Yeah. He's now throwing 2 and 3 pitches to Renfroe here as well. So
Renfroe's not a good off-speed hitter.
For sure. I just think it's interesting how this early in the game he's already going to it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is his one pitch.
Yes, Adam, that is unprorated versus prorated. Absolutely.
If Kershaw unfortunately has to go short, who do you turn to if you're Dave Roberts?
I think we'd probably see Gratterall come out first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because he has a history of starting games.
That's true.
Trinan has been used to go multiple before.
Yeah, Trinan had early innings in the Game 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came out in the 3rd and 4th, right? Or the 4th and 5th?
I think it was 4th and 5th.
Yeah, because May went 1 and then Gonzalez went 2.
Wow, Fox is just laying into Kershaw here, showing him with the fifth highest World Series ERA of any pitcher with 25 World Series
Roger
innings
Craig
of
was
all
a football
time.
player.
I'm sure the broadcast is doing their due diligence and telling the whole story while they're putting that up and not just putting up a misleading statistic.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking
Thank
about.
goodness.
Oh,
Of
there's
course.
a strikeout.
Yeah. So for every strikeout, Callie will be doing 10 bicep curls.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I'm doing
And
something. Nick is
will
doing
be,
something that doesn't need to be outwardly stated, but you all know what's going on.
Nick will be having a good time.
Margot in the 5 spot.
Margot.
Margot.
Do we get Manuel Margot game part 2 at some point in this World Series?
I doubt it.
I love the commentary from the bicep curl position.
Just a disembodied voice.
Yeah, the Rays are already getting Kershaw to throw a bunch of pitches.
Yeah, he's at 18. 2 outs in the first.
You'll love to see it.
Wow. 1 home run the entire regular season for Manuel Margot and 5 in the postseason.
That's what we
Who is he,
call.
Pablo Sandoval?
All right, cool it.
I just want to point out I'm not bringing up the Giants players or Giants at all.
I know. Well, that's a relatively efficient 20 pitches, 20 pitch first inning. Not horrible,
no runs
not
across
ideal, not horrible.
Only 1 hit and 1 walk, right?
Yes,
Correct.
1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout on 20 pitches.
How's
Definitely
everybody's
could have been
lines
worse.
looking?
Now we get Glass now coming into this game. Tyler Glasnow. I love watching him pitch.
I just like saying his name. I don't know why.
Glasnow.
Yeah, there's something about his name. Just sounds good.
It feels good to say.
When do I need my
Combination
glass?
of the
Now.
la and then the now sound, I believe. It just flows very well.
When do I need
my glass? I need it now.
Where is your glass, Nick?
I'm a business owner on 12th Avenue in Seattle, and I need glass now.
JG Wentworth. 877 cash now.
Glass now.
877 glass now.
So apparently Tom Brady narrated the World Series intro video for some reason, despite neither team being from New England.
What? Tom Brady plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got to throw out some.
Evan says, "Does Chris Archer get game 2?"
Yes, absolutely.
Also, Peyton says, "I hate all of you."
Yeah,
after
our
we
producer
sang
has come in.
877 glass now.
877 glass now.
Uh-oh.
Glass now.
Well, Joe, those are fighting words.
You could rewrite that to be about the trade. Something like, I am a rebuilding team and I need a top prospect, or something like, well, the Rays weren't rebuilding in, what was it, 2016 that the trade was made, 2017?
Joe's out here disrespecting my beard.
No, he's respecting my beard. Don't twist it.
That's fair.
Don't turn this into your own sick gain. This is about me.
Nick does have a
all
good beard.
about me. Nobody else.
You could probably rewrite that glass now thing to be about the trade by making it about I don't know. I can't think of something off the fly.
I got one. I'm the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I wanna lose now. Tyler Glasnow.
877
Garrett
glass
Cole.
now. Beautiful. All right, here we go.
Now. Can we make shirts with 877 glass now on them?
Yes.
We need that's a new DD t-shirt. Is anybody vlogging all the great DD t-shirt ideas that we've had in these hot mic streams, by the way?
People should.
We just keep coming up with this brilliant sellable.
Can't wait for Glasnow to throw an 18 strikeout, 7 walk, 7 inning performance.
877 Glasnow.
170 pitches in this game.
He throws 877.
The Rays just throw all their analytics out the window and just look up.
We don't win game one. It's on Tyler Glasnow.
6 times, and I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Forget.
We do need a sponsorship from
877 Glasnow.
If JG Wentworth, if you're listening, please sponsor us. I need a new pair of shoes.
Please sponsor. We'll write your lyrics for you, bro.
If you would like to,
please add me to your marketing team. You don't even have to sponsor us. Just add me to your marketing team. You can pay me, and I'll buy my own shoes.
Add me. I mean, you guys need like a statistician or something. I could probably do that. I do math. 877 Glasnow will be my only thing I teach.
Our producer Peyton is really upset with this joke. He's really unhappy with this
Not
joke.
very happy with it.
Which means we are absolutely going to carry on this joke at the potential cost of any other commentary that we could possibly have for the rest of this broadcast.
and our broadcasting jobs going forward.
And potential legal implications be damned as well. If any JG Wentworth lawyers are listening to this, just please don't.
It's free advertising. I don't know how you could be mad.
Yeah, I know. You can't be mad at us. This is national.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. 877 Glasnow. Call Pittsburgh Pirates.
Full count to start off the game.
Oh,
Start off the bottom part.
Trade for Meadows and Glasnow, or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just trying to think of how to word it.
1 up, 1 down for Glasnow. You love to see it.
You do, in fact.
Do we have rooting interests here, or are we just hoping for a good series? Or
I hate the Dodgers my entire existence.
well, the
I'm-
Giants fan definitely does not want the
Giants fan has chimed in, everybody. What a surprise.
Diego, noted Giants fan, does not want the Dodgers to win, shockingly.
Correct.
I am rooting for the Rays in this game, but for a specific reason. I am just really interested to see what the Dodgers do as an organization if they lose this World Series. Like, what else can they possibly turn to make this a championship team?
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
Sure.
No, but yeah, that's a really good point.
I guess it's just
Andrew
like an agent
Friedman
of chaos. I'm rooting for the Rays.
Put curses on other teams. That's what I think will happen.
Well, maybe, yeah. Or do they start their own sign stealing scam?
You got to ask yourself these questions.
Hire Cora. He's available, right?
Sign a
yes, absolutely.
Up to your team.
I do think that if the Dodgers don't win, I do think they go hard after someone like Liam Hendricks in this offseason.
They just continue to bulk up.
I would imagine they go after a pitcher.
Yeah.
But, do they really need another starter? Kershaw's good. Bueller's good. Urias is good.
They don't need one, but they
Gonsolin is good. I do think that they don't have that guy aside from Jake McGee you can turn to and say, hey, we trust you to get 3 innings and we can sleep easy getting these 3 innings.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Urias has kind of been that in the postseason.
Yeah, but he's a starter.
But in the postseason specifically, he has been that guy out of the pen, is my point.
Yeah, but you don't
kind of
expect him to stay
role
in the bullpen for next year, for the upcoming future.
I mean, if you sign a starter, you do, I guess is my point. Like, they could go after a starter hard and then just whenever they make the postseason know that he can go back to that role, I guess is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
because
who would be the top free agent
101 on the
starter
gun for
for
Glasnow
this
on
year?
that walk.
Yeah. Glasnow's throwing gas.
Not in the strike zone, but yeah.
Gas is gas.
Yeah, gas is gas is gas.
Christian says he's rooting for the Rays so that his fanship can remain the only SoCal team with a ring in the 21st century. Oh, good point. Christian says they are giving Price back next year as well.
Oh,
Having to do anything, so
That's fair.
that is a good point.
What if they trade Lex for Marquez?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I laughed at it. I kind of did the kombucha girl reaction there. It's just like what? Maybe.
Yeah, initially I'm like, that sounds like, I mean, yeah,
I
maybe
feel like
actually.
the Dodgers, but that's like a who says no. I think the Dodgers say no.
Yeah.
But Seager isn't going to become a free agent for a while. Chris Taylor's fine.
Seager's a free agent in 2021.
Yeah, he's got a year after this.
Never mind then. My bad.
Future Mariner Corey Seager.
He's part of that insane shortstop.
Corey Seager will go play with his brother.
But Gavin Lux
Seager
doesn't have the fielding ability to stick at shortstop, to be fair, so he's not really a replacement for Seager.
Yeah, they got a big. I mean, they have a lot of big decisions coming up when it comes to contracts, so that'll be interesting to see how they navigate that. But they also, even with a 100-win team, still have a top 5 farm system in baseball. So I don't think they're too worried at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
With Kershaw coming off the books, shouldn't they be able to extend Seager?
Potentially.
I mean, they should.
It's just, do they want to extend Seager and Bellinger, and they're going to have there relatively soon. So it's just looking down the road, are they going to extend all these people? Or since, like I said, since they have a top 5 farm, are they going to let some guys walk that they probably should re-sign just because of the faith that eventually they'll have someone come up and be just as good?
And
how much money is tied up
resume
in?
Has never looked better, but I mean, it's a matter of, his resumes never look better, and it's not to suggest that he is not a good player at all, but you can't pay all of them. He just might be the odd man out.
Right.
And
Walker Buehler and Will Smith all relatively soon. Well, Evan says, yeah.
And then, I think someone brought up a good point. Matt, another Nats fan, said Justin Turner is a free agent, future Nat.
Yeah, what if they let Justin Turner sign and then trade Gavin Lux for Matt Chapman?
I think
who says no?
I honestly wouldn't be.
I feel like the A's say no.
I think that's an A's say no to that one.
That's a big A's say no.
Look, man, I am definitely afraid of Chapman becoming another Eric Chavez, and that's why I don't think the A's should extend him and instead should trade him before he hits free agency. Not right now, but
Yeah, I
feel like Matt Chapman's career numbers are also already better than Eric Chavez's.
They are.
At this point in his career.
I wrote an article all about that. He's infinitely the fielder that Chavez was, which is saying something. He already has 84 career DRS.
I'm always of the opinion. Well, I mean, most people are. When you say it out loud, it kind of sounds like common sense. But I'm never like to see talented people that are about to get paid just walk away for nothing. If you're not going to re-sign them, I just don't understand why you wouldn't trade. Just trade them unless your current roster is unless you're on the brink of a championship. It just doesn't make sense for me to ever.
I can see them pulling something like a Cespedes trade, or a Sonny Gray trade.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, that's the kind of move that you might think Billy Beane might have made.
But now it's Dave. But Dave Forst was the guy who was GM when they made the Sonny Gray trade.
That's a good point. I forgot
that is fair,
for sure.
I honestly forget Sonny Gray was an A's sometimes.
I don't.
I don't. He used to mow down the Mariners. Of course, that was when the Mariners were at their absolute worst, but he used to run through the Mariners like a freaking bulldozer.
Well, A's Sonny Gray was like fantastic. And
he actually wasn't fantastic.
That good. Well, I remember him being good.
He probably was fun to watch,
I remember him being good against the Mariners.
Listen to these numbers, and you will be very surprised. He's better with the Reds now than he was as an A.
Well,
better with the Reds than now than he is with most teams. Yeah. Ask Yankees fans.
At Peyton, how was Sonny Gray with the Yankees, bro?
All right, so from 2013 to 2016, he had a 3.61 FIP and 9.8 FWAR. He only had 2 seasons with an FIP above 2, with a WAR above 2.
What were his career stats against the Tigers?
I have no idea.
Or the Mariners.
Because anytime he went up there in an elimination game for like 5 straight years, it was just a guaranteed win.
He out-dueled Verlander that one time.
In game 1 of the ALDS, he barely outdueled Verlander. And then in game 5,
he threw a shutout. What more do you want?
I agreed with you. I literally agreed with you. I literally agreed with you. I agreed with you.
Hey, wait. What game was that? That
was game 1. Game 5 was a lot different narrative.
Yeah.
2013 ALDS?
Yes.
Yeah.
They haven't made the CS since 06, which the Tigers also beat them in. Fun fact.
Right.
Gray never had a K per 9 above 8 when he was with the A's, if you're not counting his 64-inning rookie season. Oh, Joey Wendell, former A, up.
Is he a former A?
He is.
Oh, yeah.
We traded for Jonah Heim.
Fun fact about the last 2 kind of fly-out pop-outs to end the inning for the Dodgers there. They were both 102 off the bat, but their launch angles were 50. So,
dang.
Thus,
not ideal.
Routine fly out to center field and the expected batting average of 10.
Jock Peterson playing the field?
Yeah.
Interesting. So Will Smith can DH. Man, when was the last time a catcher a guy who's normally a catcher DH'd in the World Series?
Today.
Okay, but prior to this day.
Yeah, that's definitely not a normal thing. That is for sure.
Was Victor Martinez a catcher?
Well, yes, catcher, but he DH'd like the last 5 years of his career, so I don't know if that really counts. Also,
he just his knees were shot, or he just didn't have the pop time anymore.
Both, yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
I suppose both of those things kind of.
He missed the entire 2012 season though, so I don't even think that really counts.
V-Mart.
Yeah, that's why we signed Prince.
We love Prince.
You would think Prince would sign with the Twins, considering where he's from.
His dad is like one of the best Tigers ever.
Well, I was making a joke about the singer, not the.
Oh, that went over my head. Yes, that's fair. Very fair.
Rewrite the song to be "When Tigers Cry."
True. That's very true. Yeah, that I always because people always talk about like how the Prince signing didn't make sense for the Tigers, and like, oh, they had Miguel Cabrera at third and Prince Fielder at first.
Well, people talk about that.
Well, see, but the funny thing is that it's not. It's like barely true. Like if you actually go back and look, because V-Mart missed the entire 2012 season, and that was Prince was only there 2 years, because V-Mart missed the entire 2012 season. They had Prince at first, or Miggy at first, and Prince DHing pretty much all of 2012. And then in 2013, V-Mart still caught a considerable amount. So, like, in reality, that only actually happened for, like, 40 games. But people loved to blow it out of proportion. Be like, this will never work. Their defense is shot. When in reality, Over a 2-year stretch, it literally, the Miggy at third, Prince at first thing really only happened for like less than 50 games in 2 full seasons.
It's because Dave Dombrowski is a coward.
Well, that doesn't make any sense to what we're talking about. That's just a random comment. Yeah,
not that it's an
obviously he was
untrue
traded
comment.
after that. So
Yeah.
Prince
Take
Fielder, the
Take
GOAT,
me
man.
back to Prince Fielder.
He's one of the most universally loved players of our generation, man.
Absolutely agree.
I'm not sure anybody dislikes Prince Fielder. Just
Who else had the body issue that he was on?
oh yes,
I did
the Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Oh
Body.
man,
I'm pretty sure some Rangers fans hate him.
legendary. I
That's
don't think
fair.
that's true. Why?
I don't necessarily think that's
Isn't
true.
he still on the books for the Rangers?
He just got off the books, I think. Oh, he actually, I don't know that. He just got off the books for us, finally. I don't know about the Rangers, to be honest.
I think
but
he,
that's
I know,
because of a
gotcha.
career-ending, like, neck injury. It's not because he sucked or because he bailed. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
they hold him to that. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't have my pulse on Rangers fans' opinions, to be honest. I guess I can't really speak to it. But I find it hard to believe that they really hate him for that.
right.
I doubt they do.
I doubt it as well. And Prince Fielder was just good baseball guy.
Good guy.
Good for
Prince
baseball.
Fielder is good people, and
Good people.
his kids were awesome. His 2 sons always came to the ballpark. And
I
did
remember
PPA
seeing
America too. They were sweet. Oh, Christian says anytime he had a home run against the Angels when he was a Ranger, he was okay with it.
That's
yeah,
true
2
respect
neck
right there.
surgeries and kept trying to play through it. Yeah, I would imagine Texas is pro Prince Fielder.
So,
I mean, if you're a Rangers fan and you're not pro Prince Fielder and you think he did you dirty, don't put it in the chat.
Yeah. This
we don't
website
care.
is not for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not interested in your opinion.
I believe Prince Fielder is off the books now for the Rangers as well. It looks like this was his last year.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he had to. So I was just looking it up. He had to receive under the agreement that the PA and Major League Baseball signed. He had to receive the rest of his termination pay.
Oh, that's right, because we were that stat floated around that he was the highest paid player of 2020,
Yep.
right?
He was I think he either was or was among like the top 5 highest paid players.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Which is incredible.
I think getting paid like $9 million this year or something like that.
Yeah, something like
right.
that. Man.
Which honestly you love to see.
You do love to see it.
Prince Fielder. Well,
Prince
Prince
Fielder-
Fielder slander will just simply never be tolerated in any magnitude.
That's-
Yeah. Prince Fielder slander and Mike Zunino slander are not allowed in the chat.
I agree.
Peyton will ban you. I will make him.
Get him out of here!
I will
On
reach
this
through
stream-
the internet and guide Peyton's hand to the ban button.
On this stream, we support Mike Zunino.
If you had to make an all-star team out of players from the Rays and the Dodgers, what would it look like?
9 Mike Zunino.
Nick is rather fond of Mike. So starting staff would be
also pitching.
Bueller,
Mm-hmm.
Orton, Glasnow, Kershaw.
I think I would go with Gonsolin over Kershaw because Gonsolin had more F4 and the lower FIP, I believe.
I mean, that's fine. I find it hard. If you're doing like one season, I find it hard to believe very many people are going to take Kershaw or take Gonsolin over Kershaw.
You know, I'll say I'd leave Kershaw off mine, but for a different reason. If it's up to me to use Kershaw properly in a World Series game, I'm not sure if I can, and I don't need to put him through more agony like that.
Reasonable.
I would just leave him on the sideline and say,
he
know
just
what,
doesn't
bud?
trust himself.
Yeah, like, bud, go up to a suite, order yourself some nachos. They're on me. Just sit this one.
Some
Sit this one out.
Do the
We
Zach
got this.
Greinke, just sit in the stands, chill.
Just sit in the stands looking angry.
You want a few beers? You can have a few beers.
Yeah, dude.
You're
I'll
not
pay for
pitching.
some cold
Grab a
brews
few
for you.
beers.
Would we rather have Justin Turner or Joey Wendell at third?
They're a 4-man outfield right now.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, they got 4-man outfield.
Will Smith, that makes sense.
Nice pitch.
Speaking of catcher, I think we have to go with Will Smith.
No, Mike Zunino.
It will never not be.
Callie, come on.
We've been over this.
Don't
Callie.
make me make Peyton ban you.
It's Mike
How
Zunino.
is that slandering him?
It's Mike Zunino.
Because it's leaving him off.
He can be the backup catcher.
No, you can't do
No,
it. You can't do this.
Will Smith can be the backup catcher.
Yeah, Will Smith can be Zanino's. Will Smith can be the DH, and Mike Zunino can be the catcher.
All right, fine. I'll accept that.
That is what I'll allow.
That's very fair.
I actually think that maybe that's not even a bad call.
I think that might be actually a really good option.
I mean, you're leaving Muncy off as DH, but
Muncy can play first.
Muncy can play first. But then you got to leave G-Man Choi off.
Muncy can play second base, and G-Man can play first.
There you go. Now we're cooking with gas.
But then we're leaving Brandon Lowe off.
God damn
That's
it! Now
fine.
what are we gonna do?
Oh, we also have Randy Agodarena in left.
Yeah,
Well, the
and then I think the
Dodgers
outfield
Don't
has
have
to
an
be
everyday
Bellinger
left
or
fielder,
Betts.
so that's just like fine, honestly.
Yeah.
An
Yeah, I
outfield
feel
of
like the outfield's pretty
Cody-
self-explanatory of
Cody,
Mookie,
Betts,
and
and Randorino, yeah.
Rose.
And who?
Rosarino, yeah. I
Aranda
I combined Randy and a Rosa.
I get a Randorino jersey, please.
Randorino. I'm combining his first and last names.
Sounds like a random person named Rosarena.
Some dude named
Randall
Randy.
Rosarena.
some dude named Randy.
Says Matt Wieters is bad at baseball.
He is.
No,
He was.
we're not gonna disagree with that take. I think that's
You know who's
fine.
good at baseball? Mike Zunino.
Very true.
And I tell you what, we're certainly not going to do is compare Mike Zunino to Matt Wieters. So let's go ahead and stop doing that in the chat right now because the banhammer's coming down in a minute.
Yeah, Evan had extremely similar career to Zanino, which is really just embarrassing for Evan.
You better watch yourself, Evan.
Don't be
Hey, how many 2020 ALCSs has Matt Wieters won?
Yeah.
Simply zero.
How many
That's-
home runs did Matt Wieters hit this postseason? I tell you, it's 4 fewer than Mike
Let me
Zunino
check.
did.
0.
What team is Wieters playing for right now? I know he was on the
Wieters
Orioles and then
is,
the Cardinals. What team is he on now?
Is he on the Nats, actually?
Let me look it up.
I think he.
Maybe he's in the Nats.
No, because the Nats is Suzuki Gomes.
Wieters is currently a Cardinal.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
Well, blow me down. He is. In there.
So I hate him?
Yeah. Congratulations, Scott. You get to hate Matt Wieters.
Apparently I hate Matt Wieters. Simple as that. I'm a simple man. I see a Cardinals jersey I hate. It's really not hard.
So here's the thing: Matt Wieters had the opportunity to play in this postseason, and then he didn't get the chance because
was
he is
left off the
simply
playoffs.
bad.
Stupid. I'm going to let you get this. Mostly because the Cardinals suck and are bad at baseball.
I will
Yeah,
I'm
imagine
not gonna
blowing
argue with you.
not disagree.
1-0 series lead in a 3-game series.
Oh, see that play by Zanino?
That was a
That's why
snap
he's the
throw.
greatest.
He is the GOAT. The GOAT.
The GOAT. Is this man okay? The
Man,
GOAT.
okay. That was, a launch throw.
Almost got him. That was good.
Dodgers
Heads up
base runners
baseball.
are now on alert.
Wait, did they try to steal with Jock Peterson at the plate?
No, it wasn't a steal.
It was
a
a steal.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
right.
Now I'm seeing it. It was a pickoff. Yeah, I see. Scooped at the spiked curveball.
That was also a former Mariner trying to throw out a former Mariner.
There you go.
You'll love to see it.
And here's the
Matthews-
difference between the former Mariners is I love Mike Zunino and Chris Taylor makes me irrationally angry.
Tell us about it.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? So you have this Mike Zunino guy. He's really nice. You love him to pieces. He moves on in his career. Not his fault. No one's fault. It's just it was time for the team to move on to other catchers, right?
Other better catchers.
Excuse you.
Hey. We
I
do not
love Tom.
tolerate
I love
the
Tom Murphy,
slander.
but don't push it. And then you have this Chris Taylor guy who comes up, utility infielder, can't hit worth a gosh darn. So we move on from him, and he goes to the Dodgers and is an all-star in the next season. Same with
Imagine what Chris
Ketel
Taylor's former
Marte.
team feels like. Who did Chris Taylor play for before coming to the Dodgers?
I couldn't even tell you, honestly.
Was it the A's?
No, it wasn't. Imagine how A's fans feel with Max Muncy.
Oh, yeah.
Was Max Muncy an A?
He was.
I don't recall.
He was, yeah.
He hit sub 200 with them.
Oh, perfect.
In my road to the show, Max Muncy is an A again.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
Look at that.
He was Taylor was just a Mariner before the Dodgers.
Hey, Evan just said Mike Zunino is a 216 playoff hitter. He's really pushing his luck here.
Yeah, but what's his slugging percentage?
1 billion.
What a pitch.
What a pitch.
That was filth.
Goodness.
He loves good pitching.
This is what I signed up for with this game.
This is what I signed up for.
It's what I came here for.
And guess who's leading off?
Is it Mike Zunino?
Mike Zunino.
The GOAT?
Let's go.
Zunino,
The second best player on the Rays roster?
About to go yard. You heard it here first.
Is Jock Peterson fat now? No, Jock Peterson is a future Tiger, so
Jock Peterson, former
later.
Angel.
he will be fat in approximately 12 to 16 months, but not yet.
He's gonna do the
Once the
Victor Martinez
Tigers overpay
regimen.
for him, that is when he
Man,
will.
the A's are going to overpay for someone like Kike Hernandez this offseason. I
The
can
A's
feel it.
don't
The
overpay.
Rays pay for people?
Have you heard of Billy Burns? Or was
No.
it Billy Butler? It was Billy Butler.
Yeah, Billy Butler was
I have
That-
heard of
that
Vince
signing.
Butler, yes.
Country breakfast. I'm going to go get myself some water.
Billy Butler murdered
country
the
breakfast. We
Detroit
love
Tigers for 3 seasons.
Now I want hash browns and fried eggs and bacon,
Honest.
sausages and a biscuit.
He is
Thanks, guys.
I went to an IHOP at 2 a.m. a few days ago. Highly recommend. Just in general.
that's a great comment, honestly. I just love that take all around.
I where I work is maybe a block and a half away from a IHOP in downtown Seattle. Well, up in the Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle, and that IHOP and I have had some adventures.
some fun times.
That IHOP and I have been through some stuff.
I mean, IHOP simply just.
Are we really doing this Mike Zunino thing still? Are you guys really trying to do this Matt Wieters Mike Zunino thing?
Zunino
ban
is
that?
better.
Zunino's not. It's not that he's better than anybody. He's just good. Like, he's just good. Just admit it. Just admit Zunino is
He's
good,
just
and we can all move
better
on.
than everyone else.
Good human Mike Zunino.
He is good people. He is very good people.
Good people.
He had a kid in the off season.
Congratulations, Mike and Mrs. Zunino. I'm assuming.
That's a safe assumption.
I feel that it is. Yeah, we like Mike Zunino a whole lot. Mike Zunino, I traded for Mike Zunino on one of my OOTP runs. It did not turn out great for me.
Didn't go well.
No. I got him as a throw-in in a trade for who did I grab from the Rays? I don't even remember. It was a pitcher for the Rays.
Ooh, Mike Zunino with a daddy hack on the first pitch of that at bat. You'll love it.
Mike
Talk about a
Zunino.
pitcher for the race, you mean Chris Archer?
I did trade for Chris Archer in that same run, but no. I'm really bad at OOTP. I play with the Mariners, and I haven't been able to make them good yet.
Well, no one really can. So
Hey, Jerry DiPoto's working on it.
More like Jerry D. Poo Poo.
Oh,
Absolutely got him.
Oh,
That was a drive-by boom sauce.
absolutely boom sauce on national TV. Oh,
Jerry
my
DePoto, please come onto the
goodness.
cast and defend yourself.
Ridiculous. And Zanino strikes out. We're gonna pretend like it didn't happen.
Who
know
struck out? Somebody
I don't
not named
know.
Mike Zanino.
Some
Matt
dude
Wieters?
struck out though. I didn't catch his name to be frank with you.
I actually don't think Jerry whatever is that bad of a general manager. That trade with
Show
the
me a
Padres
bad general
was
manager
okay.
that could make that Edwin Diaz and Robinson Cano into Jared Kelenic and Justin Dunn.
Yeah, that outfield gives me nightmares. That future outfield gives me nightmares.
Hey, Jared Kelenic. I have him firmly starting center field in 2021.
Well, where's Kyle Lewis?
Left field, Kyle Lewis, Jared Kelenic, center, and Mitch Haniger in right.
Evan White at first.
Kershaw's doing well, so now they're showing all the good Kershaw playoff stats. How he has the third most strikeouts in playoff history.
Wow, it's funny how that goes.
Funny how that narrative switched real quick. It only took 2 2/3 innings for that Fox narrative to switch there.
It's almost like they never said anything.
Really, they just completely made up for it.
Yeah.
We remember, Fox. We remember your takes.
Never forget.
Can we expose Fox?
Evan says that
Rename
trade
the
was
stream.
fake.
Exposing
Evan says that
Fox.
trade was fake.
Which trade?
It was a conspiracy.
You're never getting him back, Evan.
You're never, ever, ever getting back together.
Nope.
Hey, if Kershaw keeps up this pace, I might be looking like Yandy Diaz at the end of the stream.
That's fair. You love to see it. You also have. Are you doing them just for Kershaw or doing them for Glass now as well?
Glass now too.
Okay, so you got some potential work.
Yeah.
Can I about Diaz? His 2 plate appearances, 2 hard hits.
Both on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I
hard
mean,
hit.
The one time Yandy Diaz doesn't hit the ball onto the ground are those 2 home runs against Shamana in the 2019 wildcard game.
someone's upset.
I am very.
Feel
That
like
was the
it's
first
probably
playoff game
more
I
than
ever went to, and I was heartbroken.
Ooh,
You should get used to that as an A's fan.
That's like as close as it gets, Nick. Honestly, that is
really
literally
did not-
as close as it gets. Like people talking about breaking the plane, he literally stopped on the plane.
On the plane. And in real time, it didn't look like he went at all.
But in fake time.
Shout out to Fake Time.
Fake
Real fake time.
So
Real
Yandy
fake.
Diaz, the single in the first, 97 off the bat with a 490 expected batting average. And then the ground out there was 99 off the bat with a 310
Wow.
So he is seeing Kershaw well, just needs to get the launch angle up.
Yep.
So he's not going to
Modern
do
day
anything.
Eric
There's another K.
Yep.
Yeah, good inning for Kershaw there.
Living
Kershaw's
like-
Kershaw's line is now 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks on 40 pitches. He's cruising.
Pretty
After
good.
that rocky first inning, that's a real good way to settle down.
Yeah.
Matthew says Dave Roberts, future Met manager.
Oh, I would
Interesting
laugh
take.
so much if that happens.
That's a take. Evan's loving the idea, rightfully so.
I mean, here's the thing. Dave Roberts can't make postseason mistakes if the team never makes the postseason.
It's true. But he can make pitching decision mistakes. So what about
Send
Dave DeGrom?
Dave Roberts to Philadelphia so the worst bullpen manager can have the worst bullpen.
That's fair. Fair take. The Phillies bullpen was just atrocious this year. Like I thought the Giants bullpen was bad, which they were. But then I watched the Phillies game and I felt a little bit better about myself.
I'm doing a Phillies franchise. What's his name? The side armor.
Nishek?
Yeah, Nishek. He's been lights out for me in that that series.
Honestly, I'm impressed that all she said was sidearm, and Diego just nailed it.
I love me some Pat Nishek.
There are plenty of side armors in baseball, and he just nailed it with the one hit.
Look, I
was thinking of Cishek.
You're thinking of Cishek? Not who?
Yeah.
Oh, so I got it wrong.
Hey,
no. The reason I couldn't think of Nishek was because Steve was on my tongue. I was thinking of Steve's name, not Pat's name.
So was I right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
A fun stat via Peter Kayat is the team with the Taco Hero has gone on to win the series 6 of 8 times and 3 of 4 times since the prize was changed to the Doritos Locos Taco.
Really?
I was just actually noticing. I didn't realize this until right before you said that, but they brought back Steal a Base, Steal a Taco.
They did.
Oh, yeah. They did.
So,
yeah.
Yes, so
it's going to be a player from the Dodgers easily. The Rays aren't going
to. Team with the first stolen base has gone on to win the series, and since they changed it to the Dorito Loco Taco instead of just any taco, it's been 3 of 4. So
interesting.
That's a super interesting stat.
That is the kind of hard analytics that I joined this website.
I'm sure
for.
that wasn't site founder Jeremy Frank at MLB Random Stats with that stat.
No, that was Peter.
We need to tweet that at Jeremy.
Yes.
He needs to know about it.
He needs to know about it.
Tell him to step up his game.
Someone who has the ability to tweet from the Diamond Digest account, tweet that at Jeremy.
There's actually if Peter already tweeted it, there's a channel for that now.
Oh, well, there is. Either way, someone at Jeremy in it. He needs to know that we are clearly better with random stats. He created a monster.
He created a monster. That's another K.
Oh my goodness.
Kelly, if your goal is to just get jacked, this is the right game to do it.
See, normally I do 30-pound dumbbells. I thought I'd take it easy on myself and only use 20-pound dumbbells, but still, that might have been a bit too much.
It's you got to do it for the culture.
True, the Yandy Diaz culture.
The Yandy Diaz culture.
Nick, I haven't seen you doing your strikeout thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not too late.
You're right.
He said, well.
I have been also doing it when there haven't been strikeouts as well. Cody Bellinger looking stoned to the bone in the dugout again.
When is he not?
Yeah, exactly.
Cody Bellinger noted meme.
The 877 Glass Now shirt idea was pretty good, but
I want that so bad.
But I really think my Ball Go Far t-shirt.
Oh, that one was so much
really good.
Ball Go Far will always be elite.
Can we make this happen? Who designed shirts?
All sabermetrics really boils down to is Ball Go Far.
Bro, there's no way that Izzy would not make the greatest 877 Glass Now graphic you've ever seen in your life.
Izzy is just so good.
Izzy is the best at her job than anyone else in the Diamond Digest website, and it is not particularly close.
Izzy is the Mike Trout of Diamond Digest.
That is an absolute
correct.
If you don't follow Izzy on Twitter, I don't know her handle, but I'm sure Peyton can put her in the chat.
We really need her on the screen.
One of the most talented graphic designers that you will ever see in the baseball world, in the sports world, really. I think she's done some football ones too, but just one of the most talented graphic design people in baseball.
Phenomenal.
Just such a fun follow.
If you remember when the iPhone updated to you could customize your widgets and everything, there were some baseball ones circulating. Those were Izzy, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
I don't know
shit.
what I like looking at more, Tyler Glasnow or Izzy's designs.
Izzy's designs easy.
The Kyle Lewis Twitter one is just pure gold.
All of them are pure gold.
I think I have two of her
another
designs as my
strikeout.
phone background. Another strikeout?
Another one.
Tyler Glasnow
Another one.
sits down Mookie Betts.
Oof.
Great pitch. He's really got the curveball. Not that the curveball is ever not working for him, but he is.
Rudy says, is he better at her
another
job
gear.
than anyone in the world? Which I absolutely agree with.
You know, it may be a less effective pitch, but I honestly think I enjoy looking at JB Wendelken's curveball more than Glasnow's.
You know whose curveball I miss? Barry Zito.
Barry Zito curveball
Was
will
fantastic.
always be goated.
Do I still have that Barry Zito bobblehead?
I used to have one. And I think I still do. I think it's just back home.
I have a Barry Zito rookie card cased in my room somewhere.
Ooh, love that. I had
a big trade card guy. It's a fun thing to get into once you start getting into it.
One of my buddies tried to convince me to get into it because he's like, you know a lot about baseball. Who's the guy I can buy a card for now who will blow up in a few years? And I gave him some names, and I'm curious to see how it's going to turn out. I don't remember the names I gave him.
It's super fun.
I might need to have to change into some shorts. I'm wearing sweatpants right now, and that's a mistake.
I had to open my office window. I closed my door, and all of a sudden the temperature shot up 73 degrees.
273 or like 73 total?
No, it shot. It
Delta
went
T.
Up 73.
It increased
it
by
started
73.
at like 65, and
Delta
now it's
T
at
is
like
plus
138.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm impressed you just did that math just off the dome, to be honest. All right, we got a base runner, which have been few and far between so far for either team. So
He just got speed. He could get us that taco.
That's true.
Somebody gives me a taco. I want taco.
So I'm pretty sure the first series they did that was Diego and mine's 2012 World Series. I'm pretty sure that was the first one. Because Quentin Berry was the odds-on favorite. I remember that Vegas had him as like a minus. I think he was that much of a heavy favorite to get it. And then it was the only postseason series he ever played in his whole career where he didn't have a stolen base was the World Series.
Because you got Buster behind the plate.
Yeah.
That's prime Buster too.
He won MVP. He was an MVP candidate that year, wasn't he? 2012.
I always forget which year he
2012
cried aimlessly and got one of the worst rule changes ever enforced. I don't know if that was that year.
Buster Posey.
I just hate all Giants.
Yeah, Buster Posey MVP won in 2012.
There you go. No, wait. Yeah. I forget National League. So that series had AL and NL MVP going head to head. That's
171 OPS plus that year.
Holy.
He was incredible in 2012.
Mickey
he deserved that MVP.
So that one of the best seasons ever by a catcher? Probably.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Also, this is completely random and has no bearing on how good his season actually was, but he led the league in sacrifice flies that year.
He obviously he deserved one after that.
Interesting.
I'm looking up these. I want to see the Taco Bell promotion, like who won the past years.
Trey Turner won last year.
Yeah, Trey Turner got it last year.
Trey Turner did win it last year.
He tweeted something about it. Just a little
Wow, another strikeout. This is nutty.
Callie, you're getting the work.
Callie's gonna be ripped by the end of this.
Everybody got choices. Callie decided that lifting after every strikeout in a Tyler Glasnow Clayton Kershaw game was.
Evan says Connor Gillespie's one of the worst Giants of all time.
Hey, he is a treasure.
Wow, we got a Connor
Gillespie
defender. Jeez.
He wasn't particularly good, but
Look
I
at
love
this
that
guy.
man.
He's defending Connor Gillespie.
Hey, look at this guy.
Hey,
Look,
he's defending Connor Gillespie.
I love that man. He wasn't particularly good, but I love that man.
While you're at it, defend Jeff Kent.
No.
Even
Jeff
the Giants.
Kent
Defend Hunter
appeared on
Strickland.
Survivor. Hell no. What are you going to ask me to do next? Sam
I
Coonrod?
was gonna say Aubrey Huff.
No, that's worse.
What are Giants fans' opinions of JT Snow?
It varies, I feel like.
Sure. I was a big JT Snow guy growing up.
I like JT Snow a lot.
I mean, he had an S tier name.
Oh,
yeah.
Easily one of the best baseball names out there.
S tier baseball name for sure.
What are other S tier baseball names?
Buttercup Dickerson?
Coco Crisp.
Yes.
Coco Chris, absolutely.
Rusty Kuntz, proud Stanislaus State graduate.
Yep, for sure, Rusty.
Stanislaus State? Hey, I know where that is. That's my local college.
My dad works there.
Really?
Yeah, assistant AD.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a good chance I have spoken to your father. Well, how long has he been there?
For a while.
Because when I was growing up, I got recruited by Stanislaus State for soccer.
Unieski Betancourt.
I'm going to go change it to some shorts.
And also Munenori Kawasaki.
Okay, guys. Guess who's leading off, though? And we got to be quiet.
Mike Zunino.
Randy Arena.
No, not Mike Zunino, sadly. But
Well,
Babe, wake up. Randy Arena's batting.
Big wave up.
Babe, wave up.
Is it a B-Man 416 video?
B-Man.
Go,
B-Man 416 Choi, who I just realized is not in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I'm just now realizing. No,
because Diaz is at first, right?
I was so excited to come in and be so excited about G-Man and Zunino. And I still get Zunino, so dubs for me.
It's got to be the lefty starter. I imagine if they go right-handed heavy in the bullpen down the road, then Randy or G-Man rather would come off the pine there and get some APs.
That's fair. We love G-Man.
Big G-Man stands right here.
It goes Mike Zunino, Rosarena, G-Man.
Correct.
There he is. The GOAT is up to bat.
I might have to switch to my tank top.
Let's go, GOAT. Now remember, Kershaw was terrified of him in the first AB and walked him. Absolutely petrified.
Spiked like 5 curveballs
first
to him.
pitch fastball, low and in.
So it's important to note that Kershaw is in fact terrified of Randy.
I would be too.
You heard it here first.
Who isn't?
I mean, yeah. What are you supposed to do in the face of an unstoppable force?
Wow, that was
a
big boy hack.
I think Kershaw's maybe a little less afraid of a Rosarena after that swing.
Probably.
He's going to try to get a fastball by him, and Randy's going to take it 530 feet.
That's a little short for Randy.
It's Randy time, baby.
If Randy gets a hold of a fastball, he's sending that one to the state of Minnesota.
Joe says Zunino for MVP. I would agree.
Well, Randy.
IMO.
I wonder what the odds are for Mike Zunino to win World Series MVP.
Probably ridiculous.
I'll throw $10 down on that.
Honestly, same.
All right. Through 2 at-bats. Kershaw won, Randy won.
Yeah.
We gotta have Kershaw at least get to the 6th so that they can have the rubber match in the Titan duel of the Titans.
Here's my I think
settled down after that at bat because he tried to swing himself out of his shoes twice in that at bat.
Yes, he absolutely did.
I think Randy's probably going to be Kershaw's last hitter of the night because he's going to go deep his next at bat.
Matthew says someone score a run challenge. That is going to be true. But it has been phenomenal and very fun pitching.
Might need to rename it to
absolutely.
my Arms Don't Die challenge.
This is what I signed up for. Is this pitching duel?
Oh, it
absolutely.
was a strikeout to Rosarena. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
it was.
Callie, you can throw in the towel whenever you need.
No, I'm not a quitter.
No one will think less of you.
Also, you signed up for this.
I'm not going
No,
to.
literally no
Go right
one.
ahead.
This is no one's idea but your own.
It's true.
This is probably safer than the chili.
You could change
The
the muscle
chili
group.
thing was great.
Change the muscle group. Do some squats.
There you go.
Work them legs. Every day is a leg day.
Well, tomorrow's my leg day.
That's fair.
Going back
here's the
on a
thing.
comment, also, people forget Diego is one of the best high school soccer players in the history of the United States. People really do forget how good of a soccer player Diego was in high school.
I was goated. In case you didn't know.
Diego.
And he's being humble about it. But in all, like, I'm kidding aside, Diego was a killer in high school on the pitch there.
You guys think he's joking, but he's not.
I'm not joking. I remember the first time we talked about it, and then you and I talking in depth about it because I found it fascinating.
That's fair.
I will have to change to my to a tank top the next commercial break. I'm
That's fair.
sweating like a pig.
I opened a window. I'm comfortable. I feel like a little powder blue bug in a rug.
That Renfro ground out had a 440 expected batting average and was 95 off the bat. So
He's
What are each
done
team's
that ball, but
respective
it was a
XBAs for
championship
this game?
atom ball.
the teams,
Yeah.
the Rays are currently, both teams have one hit. The Rays are currently at a 133 expected batting average, while the Dodgers sit at 058.
Oh, dear
Wow.
me.
So Glasnow has been electric. Is what
There
I'm
is
So
a
I think the
discrepancy.
difference comes between
The
Glass
contact-
now has one more walk than Kershaw for starters. But also I think that the difference comes in the form of Kershaw giving up one more hard hit ball than Glasnow. Glasnow's given up 2 over 95 and Kershaw's given up 3 over 95.
I also think it might be the difference in the actual hits themselves because the Rays base hit was a bloop into center field in no man's land,
sure.
and the Dodgers hit was a scalded baseball, but it was hit kind of right in the general direction of the shortstop. I mean, it's a tough play for sure, but it's makeable.
Yeah,
well,
it's just a matter of fielding.
Damas's extended glove.
It's fair.
Well,
Callie, you're not going to like that.
Another one.
good old
Manuel Barb.
strikeout to end the inning there.
Go back to the bench.
So, through 3 1/3, we have
Through what?
3 1/3. Wow. Through 3 1/2, rather.
There we go.
We have Glasnow is at 3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 5 Ks on 56 pitches, and 2 hard hit balls, which is a ball that is over 95 off the bat. And the Kershaw has 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 Ks on 55 pitches, and 3 hard hit balls.
So that's 110 bicep curls.
Same amount of only one difference in one pitch difference in amount of pitches thrown, and Kershaw's thrown a whole
One more whole inning.
one. Yeah, that's it. One more inning.
I got you. Yeah, it's been incredibly efficient for Kershaw so far,
Especially after that first.
especially after that first. Okay, here's what I got for you guys though. So I found a list of all of the Taco Bell heroes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Excuse me.
So we're gonna go year by year here. So in 2007, which was the first year they did it, which I didn't know. I felt like it was later.
Yeah, me too. I feel like that was like a 2010 kind of.
I thought
Yeah.
2012. I thought we had the first one, honestly.
So they did it in 2007, 2008, ditched it for a few years, back in 2012, ditched it for a couple years again, and then it's been around since 2015. Like
Okay.
every year since. So the first Taco Bell hero, it was in 2007. It was Jacoby Ellsbury.
Okay, yeah,
Wow.
that checks out. That checks out.
Peyton's favorite baseball player of all time, believe it or not. Jacoby
You want to guess
Ellsbury.
who it was? Who the pitcher was for that?
Who was on the mound?
Yeah, who was on the mound?
Peyton just sent me a message, boo, in all caps after I said that. Jacoby Ellsbury was his favorite baseball player ever. Who was on 07 World Series? Ubaldo Jimenez.
Correct.
Oh,
Billy,
let's go!
that was such a
Fantastic
pull,
pull.
baby!
Legendary pull
Boom.
right there.
Did we get a boom
I'm the
sauce?
greatest.
No, but Scott basically just boom sauced that answer, though.
What happened?
I told him to guess who was on the mound for Jacoby Ellsbury steal in the 2007 World Series.
Who was it?
The question was first ever steal the taco thing, and the question was just who the pitcher was, and it was Ubaldo, and I nailed it.
So in 2008, it was Jason Bartlett for the Rays.
Okay.
Against Cole Hamels of the Phillies. And then in 2012, which is where we thought it started, the Giants Tigers, it was Angel Pagan.
Interesting. Angel
against
Pagan.
current Giant Drew Smiley.
Oh, Drew Smiley. Oh, we traded him. That was Drew Smiley and Willie Adamus, who's at shortstop for David Price.
Yeah, look at that. Look how this whole
at the trade deadline that following season.
Yeah. Okay, and then in 2015, this is where it started. It came back and then continued. It's been a thing.
Year to year, every year.
Exactly. It was Lorenzo Cain of the Royals against a battery of Matt Harvey and Travis d'Arnaud.
Wow.
Travis d'Arnaud, Mets legend.
Yeah. And it's funny because that
Matt
year,
Harvey?
Batman. But that year, the prize was an AM Crunch Wrap, which I don't think exists anymore.
Rip the AM Crunch Wrap.
Yeah. And then 2016 on is when it's been Doritos Loco Taco. And then 2016, it was Lindor against Lester and David Ross.
Yeah, that makes sense.
David Ross.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2017 of the Astros Dodgers World Series, it was Cameron Maybin.
No way.
Tigers legend
against Brandon McCarthy and Yasmani Grandal.
Brandon McCarthy, A's legend.
2018 Mookie Betts against Kershaw and Austin Barnes. And last year, like we said earlier, Trey Turner against Garrett Cole and Martin Maldonado.
That is a very fascinating list.
Yeah.
The fact that Jacoby Ellsbury is the first.
Right.
I don't know why.
Jimenez of the
that
Rockies.
Makes my soul really happy just because I know it makes Peyton's really angry.
True.
Ubaldo Jimenez.
Muncie with the walk.
What a guy. Yeah. People forget Jimenez the Rocky sometimes.
He was the Rocky for a while.
I don't think people forget Jimenez.
Well, the Rocky pitcher, I think, would be a more
I feel like he's the best pitcher in the history of their franchise.
Oh, he absolutely is.
Name me another Rockies pitcher. I can't.
Orioles legend, Ubaldo Jimenez.
Sure. You could say that.
The second worst no-hitter of all time, Ubaldo Jimenez.
Who's the first?
Alex
Mills.
That's all, folks.
Edwin Jackson, because he had like friggin' 9 walks in his no-hitter.
Oh, you want to talk about wild no-hitters? Arkansas legend, what's his name? AJ Burnett walked like 10 people in his no-hitter.
AJ Burnett,
friend of the site.
Every base runner, every person in the opposing team's lineup reached base safely during that no-hitter.
Ubaldo Betta, Christian.
Friend of Diamond Digest, AJ Burnett.
Ubaldo Betta.
Yep, noted friend of Diamond Digest.
True, noted friend. Absolutely.
Peyton, why is Izzy's @ not on our screen?
He put it in the chat.
Because I don't think AJ Burnett would appreciate it.
AJ Burnett, teach me how to pitch challenge.
You heard it here. Clip that and tweet it at him.
Oh,
heck of
what
a play
pick.
by Zunino at third there.
At third?
Zanino.
Not Zunino, sorry. The other.
Zanino is playing a
Wendell.
diabolical
Sorry, Wendell.
this postseason.
Hell of a play by Wendell at third there.
No, it's Zunino. Zunino is just that good.
We
all
know who's
everywhere.
playing third.
He's
Scott,
pulling
you
a
don't have
Bugs
to keep
Bunny.
saying the wrong name.
A Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, you know how he played every position in that one short?
Oh, yeah.
Bugs Bunny? You mean? I mean,
Pretty sure that's where the phrase Bugs Bunny curveball
two
comes from.
Tigers have actually done it. So. Oh, Cody, boom sauce.
That's
All
a
right.
Bellinger.
That is just gone.
boo.
And we have a score here in the fourth.
Score run challenge completed by Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger says, I will gladly take your score a run challenge.
Hey, at least when I die, I'll look awesome in a sleeveless tuxedo.
I'm reasonably sure that Bellinger is now 3 for 4 with 3 homers against Glasnow.
That sounds right.
It doesn't
Someone
sound
I'm
wrong.
sure will check me on that, but I'm reasonably sure those are his stats against Glasnow.
Yeah, that ball was smoked.
Cody.
107 off the bat.
Noted postseason bust, Cody Bellinger. Where's Horwath? Someone, are we adding him in banter? Everybody go add him in banter.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
Everybody
hang
add
on.
him in banter. I
Stream
want it now.
pause.
There it is. Everyone's already doing it before I even said it. I love it. I love it. For those who don't know, Andrew Horwath, writer for our site, said that Cody Bellinger was not a good postseason performer.
Which
So
is
now
simply
his
just
phone
incorrect.
is blowing up with every single writer on our site is adding him in our Discord channel.
If anybody can hear anything out there, it's the sound of someone getting so mad they're throwing multiple devices against just a random residential wall.
It is literally every writer for our site.
I wish you could see it because
It's
is a
beautiful.
wall of at a Horwath.
I'm sure. I have full
Discord.
faith that Peyton will record a
Yeah,
screenshot of
please
some,
screen record this because good lord,
because it is excessive.
This needs to be documented for the masses.
This is just absolutely beautiful.
I have seen coordination like this only a couple times before.
This is it.
Oh my
Group
goodness!
of like 20 people coming together to drag someone's bad take, and I'm here for it.
Just absolutely beautiful.
You love to see it. Anyway, it's a 2-0 game now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
just
huge
like that.
for the Dodgers and for Kershaw. Gives Kershaw a bit of an extra leash.
Yeah.
It absolutely does. It lengthens. Start.
The Dodgers' win expectancy jumps up to about 78%.
Holy.
Yep. It was very close to 50-50. Dodgers with a slight advantage all game, being the home team, and then that home run shot it up almost 30%.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, Glasnow he's struggled a bit.
He's been, until that pitch, he was effectively wild, and then it kind of turned into that pitch, obviously, ineffectively.
I mean, it was a well-located pitch. I mean, it was down and in. Not a bad
down and
pitch
in fastball to a lefty, I would not consider well located.
Yeah.
That's like home
But
run
I mean, it wasn't
central.
like it was left over the middle. It wasn't like it was a meatball.
No, but
but
he missed the glove by a pretty considerable amount.
He
I didn't
missed
see
his
where Zunino was setting up. My bad.
He was setting up a way.
Yeah, it was definitely not where it was intended to be.
Yeah,
Evan
it was a missed spot.
Evan says now Kershaw can blow the lead and the narrative becomes worse.
That would become much worse. The narrative would become much worse if Kershaw
I
lost.
don't want to read any more of those Kershaw articles. I don't want to read.
I mean,
them.
they may exist, but you don't have to read them.
I also don't want to read them, but I also don't want anyone else to have to write them.
Kershaw, good today.
Wow, that looks like a wall scraper. How far did it go?
398? Question mark. I think that's what it said. 378.
Okay,
378.
all right.
About
Globe
8,
Life
10
is
feet
a
over the
deep
wall.
park.
378.
378.
108 off the bat, 378 disc. The launch angle was 36, so he did get a little under it.
860 expected batting average.
Yeah, 860 expected batting average.
I just caught a fruit fly in my bare hand. Hand me my
That's
W's.
Okay, Mr. Miyagi.
Hand me my W's in chat.
Now someone has sent Horwath his quote saying Bellinger is not a big time player, and I'm not sorry for saying that. And then it's Bellinger, and it's the Michael Jordan, and I took that personally. He was absolutely roasting him.
I hit him with the do the swag emote.
Hey, shout out Bronco Dave for saying Dodger tears are coming.
I mean, it's always possible. Can never rule it out.
Count it out.
Like.
That's what the LA River is full of.
Dodger tears.
The last 5 years have just supplied enough to keep it at a good water level.
It's supplying the entire LA area with water.
There's a fly that's just obsessed with crawling on my computer screen.
Simply
send
catch
Nick's
it,
way.
like Nick.
Yeah,
send it over here. I got it. I'll just
chopstick that.
If I were you,
after
I'd
this half inning. Ooh, Zunino.
Did you get him on the foot? Oh.
I don't blame Zunino for that one. He made a
terrific
play
he
to
gets
almost
it
get
by
out
a mile if he doesn't have to block the pitch.
Yeah.
If that's a pure catch, he gets him by a year and a half.
Approximately a year and a half.
Yeah, give or take a couple of months. Oh, wait, that's a stolen base.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We get the
yeah, you're right.
We got a taco!
Yeah!
The nation's hero!
Chris Taylor steals, America wins! We have tacos, everyone!
Chris Taylor, Taco Bell hero.
We get tacos! Let's go!
I light a candle for Chris Taylor.
Let's go!
Mariners fans like him now.
No, they don't. Don't put words in my
likes
mouth.
now.
There's already a taco in there.
Tacos.
After this half inning, I think I'm gonna go find some Cheez-Its or something.
Should go grab a taco real quick.
I'll run. I think the nearest Taco Bell's like 20. Postmates Taco Bell.
Postmates Taco Bell.
I'll put in the notes. Don't forget my steal a taco. They'll be like, what?
But fouled off. Oh, that was a hit and run for sure, actually.
Yeah, going back to Zunino almost making that incredible throw.
It was a tall order of a play for sure.
And he almost makes it. Zunino, fantastic defensive catcher.
Fantastic.
I mean, it was a close throw, even with him having to, drop to his knees and block it.
Yeah.
What is Zunino's pop time?
Good.
It's pretty good. It's not world breaking. It's not Real Muto or anything, but it's good.
Grandal.
Is it better than Sean Murphy? He has like a 1.97 pop time.
Zunino's really just throwing it all on the line for Glasnow right now defensively.
Jesus.
Is that not counted as a stolen base? Is this there's rumbling
that might have been an advance on a wild pitch. It might have been an advance on a wild.
Oh, come on! We just want our tacos.
I know. I agree.
Oh,
baseball purists stealing tacos from everyone this day.
Ew.
Okay, it's officially not a steal. Everybody boo. Boo! That's just absolutely
booing.
We just want tacos.
They
Nick also
just
has a
stole
fantastic
a
shot.
taco away from us. Pun absolutely intended. Ridiculous.
Steal a taco challenge.
Imagine being Evan and saying it's a good call. Ridiculous.
Imagine everybody at Evan in Discord with his bad take.
Let's all at Evan in Discord and say, get this take out of here.
Glasnow's really starting to fall apart a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Who do you go to if you're the Rays and you need to get some length out of your bullpen?
That is a great question. I really think that they need Glasnow to go 5, I feel like.
Do you think they go with Diego Castillo or Stilo?
I don't think so. Not yet.
I feel like that's too early for him.
I kind of want to get a Castillo jersey.
I think Emilio Pagan would have been the guy if they hadn't traded him.
Well, unfortunately, they did.
Yeah.
So,
Peterson's putting up a fight.
So Glasnow recovered
just
reasonably.
Just as I say, he's putting up a fight. He gets Cade.
Glasnow.
I need to look at this Rays bullpen really quick.
Don't bother. There's no names in there you're going to recognize.
I recognize.
Really good, and you're not going to know a single one.
They might go with.
I remember, was it Ryan Sheriff, I think is his name? Had some pretty sick cleats in the regular season.
He's also a ground ball and weak contact machine.
More
kind of like a poor man, Zach Britton.
How many innings can I get out of him is my question, though. Because I know he was just added to the World Series roster.
Dave is our honorary Dodgers slanderer, and I'm here for it.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that too, because I came here to hype up Mike Zunino, not to slander the Dodgers, but someone's got to do the dirty work.
Someone has to do the dirty work and slander the Dodgers, so we appreciate it.
Matt, in our Discord, the biggest dub of the night, tacos are more important than rules.
Agreed.
Facts. Just facts.
Burn society, give everyone tacos. That's my new stance.
Burn society.
Give me the tacos candidate.
Whoever will give me tacos is who I want.
Tacos for everybody. You got my vote.
Tacos 2020. Tacos.
Margot was in right. Who would have made that play?
There isn't no way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely
don't know what
no
you're
way.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely
God.
no way.
Makes that play. You know
I want the two of you to watch this play and tell me if any human ever
Margot
can make
that
this
play.
Not a chance.
I'm
8
behind.
times out of
I
11,
catch up to
Margot
it.
makes that play.
No. Jim Edmonds, prime Jim Edmonds is not making that play, bro. No one is making that play.
Barnes foul ball? Is that what we're going to be?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I got 2 pitches to go.
Jeez, bro.
I'm behind.
What are we doing here?
I'm watching Baseball Savant.
What are
we
talking about?
What are we talking about here?
In the top of the second.
No, I'm actually watching the Dodgers Braves. It's game 1, right?
Yeah. Game 1 of the NLCS, right?
Wait, it's not opening day?
Opening day 2021.
What a pitch.
99.
Yeah, I can see Marco making that play.
Okay. Don't side.
I am away briefly for this half inning. I'll be right back.
What a pitch.
Margot is not making that play.
Thank you, Diego.
If you position Josh Donaldson near the right in the right way, he can jump onto the net.
Tim Tebow makes that play.
Hey,
my arms are killing me.
Well, have you done
did you just do it for that strikeout that just happened?
For the Barnes.
Oh my god.
So through 4, Kershaw 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 Ks on 55 pitches. Glasnow 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 7 Ks on 86 pitches. So
140 bicep curls for me.
So far.
Not a phenomenal outing by Glasnow. Definitely not great.
Could have been better.
Definitely.
He's looking like Nolan Ryan out there.
Kershaw, however, has been
quite
fantastic.
Absolutely. Kershaw looks very good.
Yeah, that strikeout was fantastic. The one I just saw.
Yeah, that was paint. Paint.
Oh, absolutely. You love to see it. So Kershaw, I think Kershaw could probably go like 7, maybe even 8.
He's only at 55 pitches. He barring a blow up, he's definitely going to at least get 6 out of it, which is really all his bullpen for the rest of this series really needs.
Oh yeah, it's a matter of when does Roberts pull him though.
Yeah, I think he'll again barring a blow up. I think he'll probably go 6 complete and then probably like start the 7th with like a 1 base runner limit kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think that's probably where we're leaning.
That makes sense. I agree with that. I think Nick's back or about to be back. I think there's noise coming from his.
I think he just wanted to flex the Russell Wilson jersey, honestly.
Sure. There he is. With that Ichiro.
Some snacks.
Oh, he said he was going to.
Yeah, he said he was going to get some Cheez-Its or something.
Nice.
What'd you get, Nick? I don't think you can hear me yet. He doesn't have his headset on. There we go. Nick.
Yo.
What'd you get? Oh,
nice. Good call. Good call.
Fantastic call.
I also got a sock covered in puppy pee. That was pretty exciting.
Nice.
Don't eat that one.
Sounds good.
Would not recommend consuming that.
If you want to have a good time.
Maybe. You live your life, Scott. You what? What are you doing, Nick?
That you and I define a good time very differently.
Yeah. Matt with some more.
Matthew says barring a blow up by Kershaw in the playoffs is the same as barring the sun coming up tomorrow.
I mean, with the way 2020's gone, that's not guaranteed.
Brutal. Yeah, true. Odds of the sun coming up tomorrow decrease daily this year. Every morning.
Roughly. If I had to put money on it, I'd bet on sun staying down. Any given day.
Kershaw's still cruising.
Yeah, Kershaw's doing this thing. Kershaw's thrown a lot of
thank goodness
sliders.
It's Joey Wendell. I probably won't have to do some curls, at least in this at-bat.
Correct.
Joey Wendell dinger incoming.
That's false.
Nick, you got
He's not a power hitter.
Joey Wendell more like negative 85-degree launch angle.
Roasted, honestly.
I mean, he still hits for like 280. That's not bad. He'd be a good leadoff hitter.
You're not going to hit a dinger with a negative 85-degree launch angle. That's the thing.
Peyton wants to know where your cutout was located.
Oh, so
in his room.
Like in the stadium?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
So I was located, it was section 181, so it was up in the left field bleachers of T-Mobile Park.
Respect.
The bullpens and the...
Okay, nice. So you were in home run territory.
Yeah, I was definitely... Well, I mean, that would be a really deep... It was kind of, it's more... Those bleachers are like left center.
Sure.
Like, I've seen home runs go out there, but that's like Giancarlo Stanton.
Okay, sure.
That's okay. So not this year, necessarily.
Yeah, maybe not.
That's
like
Kellenic territory.
Maybe Evan White will get one out there at some point.
Yeah,
Does Evan White hit ball hard?
Hit ball hard.
Kevin White
hit ball hard
He
and catch ball
good. He
good.
did this year, but he had
Field
like
goal.
he had like a 10. He had an XWOB in like the 10th percentile.
Oh, who? Evan White?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
Let's find out.
He didn't hit that well this year, but when he does hit ball, he hit ball hard. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Kiermaier.
Whoa.
Boom
Kevin,
sauce,
go.
baby.
Boom sauce,
We
Kiermaier.
have a ball game.
Go.
It's 2-1.
Go.
Let's go.
Kevin Kiermaier just went yard.
Kevin Kiermaier goes yard.
Ding dong.
I'm gonna eat a chip.
Nice.
Who said the barring the sun comes up tomorrow? Damn right, Matthew.
Best take. Also, Callie, do your Adonis strikeout.
Oh, Adamas just struck out on my screen.
Evan
380
Kiermaier.
feet, 101 miles an hour.
Go.
Off that.
Kevin Kiermaier hit ball far.
Well, I hope you all come out to my funeral.
That slider was absolutely hung.
That slider was, prime Kevin
That
Kiermaier.
was the most hung slider I've seen since Matthew Boyd. And he had a lot of them.
Also talking about
Matthew
the
Boyd,
fan
your best
actually
player
botching.
last year. Scott.
You guys both asked questions at the same time, so I couldn't understand either of them.
Wasn't Matthew Boyd your best player last year, Scott?
Yes, on our 114 loss team, yes, Matthew Boyd was our best player.
Good take. Yeah, but the fan absolutely botched the home run ball. Wasn't even super hard to grab.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Anyway, though,
that should be a prerequisite for buying World Series tickets because they're at such a premium. If you're going to sit in home run territory, you got to prove you're somewhat competent at catching a baseball.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you're sitting somewhere else.
At least bring a glove.
Kiermaier's home run stats. Oh, also, Callie strike out the end of the inning.
Oh my god!
101.
I'm barely getting through one set.
101 off the bat. 23-degree launch angle, 382 expected difference, and a 610 expected batting average. So not crushed by any means,
but crushed enough.
But it went out. That's all that matters, baby.
Ball far go.
A dub is a dub.
True, common dub. Kevin Kiermaier, the longest tenured Ray.
Yes, the longest tenured Ray.
He's only been there for 6 years.
My favorite stat ever is that the longest tenured Blue Jay was rookie eligible this year.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Anthony Alford, even though he's technically been there for 3 seasons, he hasn't played more than 60 games in any of those seasons, so he was rookie eligible, and is the longest tenured Blue Jay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is for the Kiermaier home run.
Oh, yeah, you're doing it for home runs too, aren't you?
Yeah.
So this is for the Kiermaier home run. Then you still have to do the Zunino strikeout.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Kershaw threw 5, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 8 Ks, 70 pitches. Actually, 69 pitches. Nice. 4 hard hit balls, 5 innings. 2 hits. Outside of that one mistake, he's been very good. But
correct.
Dodgers are winning. Same amount of hits. Dodgers have 1 more run. Dodgers have 3 more walks. And expected batting averages so far are Rays 140 and Dodgers 108.
Okay.
So the Dodgers, both teams, I mean, to be fair, but especially the Dodgers' entire offense really has come from
Bellinger.
If that Bellinger home run didn't happen, they would be getting absolutely shut down. And the Rays are in the exact same boat, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew says
Oh
Trey
my God.
Turner was the longest tenured position player on the Nats this year.
Really?
That's honestly insane. I feel like it was just yesterday that the Trey Turner rookie hype was just like a year ago. I feel like he hasn't been in the league like 4 years or whatever. Like he actually has.
I would
Yeah,
like to
it's been
direct
wild.
everyone's attention to Twitter for a moment. If you go to Andrew Horwath's Twitter, you will find him doubling down.
No way.
On the
Continues to accumulate the L.
No way. Has someone sent a link?
Yeah, Peyton sent a leak in the Skype.
Can we send people to his Twitter? Just
Oh
to, like,
no,
keep
he is
at L?
doubling down on it. He's doubling down on the take. You really hate it. Peyton did tweet out the screenshots.
Thank goodness.
And Andrew quote tweeted it.
Entering tonight was hitting. He said Bellinger entering tonight was hitting 196 slash line 196, 269, 380 with 66 Ks and 179 at bats in his postseason career. What he failed to mention is that Bellinger hit ball far tonight and give Dodger lead.
He literally has is the reason they're in the World Series via the home run in Game 7, and now is the reason they're winning in Game 1 of the World Series. So definitely a weird flex.
He also picked the Dodgers in 6.
Now is Andrew Horwath the new Bob Nightingale? Is my question. Where whatever he says, the opposite is going to happen.
Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. Terrible.
I am all caught up.
I don't think that Horwath is the new Bob Nightingale because, bear with me on this, I think Horwath would take that as a compliment.
That's an improvement. I mean, he ain't wrong.
Come on, put in Gratterall and Sheriff for the rest of the game, please.
Played in weak contact, guys.
Yeah, so Gratterall and Sheriff.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to help you. I mean, I think the Rays have someone up in the pen.
So I've done 170 curls in this game
so far.
Yeah, so far.
We're still in bottom 5.
Yeah.
This is a great game. Great pitching, 2 boom sauces. We really have a good one going here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mookie stealing. Mookie, America's player.
Yes!
Mookie has stolen a base. Free
Mookie
tacos
Betts.
for everyone.
And
he's smiling because he knows it. And he even gets a hug from Willie Adamas. Everyone in America knows.
Willie Adamas is going to Taco Bell after
free
this game. You
tacos.
just won.
You love
Let's
to
go.
see it.
Yeah.
Taco Bell
Mookie
hero
steals.
Part
America wins.
2.
The hero we not only deserve. Oh wow!
What
I
the
thought he
hero
was
we
going to
deserve.
Mookie Betts.
I don't need you anymore, Chips. I have tacos now.
Taco.
Is
Mookie
Yarborough up in the
Betts.
pen? I
Hold
don't know
on,
how
though.
to feel about that. I haven't kept up with him very
Hey,
much.
that would be a
Mookie
great
Betts
clip.
is the first
Everybody
time.
freaking out when Mookie won everybody tacos. That's a great video
That's
clip.
fantastic. But Mookie Betts is the first 2-time taco hero.
Oh,
Oh!
first
That's a great stat.
two-timer. What a great stat.
That's
The
the stat
first
we-
two-time taco hero.
Did it in 2018 with the Red
Betts.
Sox. Now with the Dodgers.
Incredible. The first two-time winner.
You ever think about how
he's the first person to be the taco winner in 2 different leagues, in both leagues?
Yeah, he's the taco version of
He's the
Frank
first
Robinson.
of a lot.
Yeah.
He's just shattering records.
This is the most important one he has, by far.
Easily.
Mookie Betts, first and current only a 2-time Taco Bell Taco Hero.
The first 2-time winner. You love to see that.
And now going back to someone's point earlier, the World Series result, whoever was who had the Taco Bell Hero.
Hey, that's a
won the World
phenomenal
Series.
block by Zunino there, by the way. Continue.
Yeah, but whoever wins, whoever gets the Taco Bell Hero wins the World Series. Does this tip the scales in Dodgers' favor?
It's got to tip the Dodgers'
I think
favor.
Vegas needs to note what just happened for sure.
Yeah, because the only teams to lose are the 2008 Rays when they had the Taco Bell Hero and the 2016 Indians. So.
Wow,
I can't wait for the Dodgers to blow a 3-1 lead.
I mean, I wouldn't complain if that happened. I would celebrate it.
It's the Dodgers. I mean, it's bound to happen.
I would buy a Wander Franco World Series jersey. Noted, not on the World Series roster, Wander Franco.
You ever think about how the Dodgers have a red number on the front of their jerseys, but a blue one on the back?
I mean, they have to feature the red somewhere, right?
Can't say I really think about that a lot. Well, there you go. Matthew says the National League is actually undefeated all time in the Taco Bell Hero. The only 2 losses are both American leaguers.
Also true.
The red number on the front of the Dodgers jersey is in remembrance of all the lives lost of people who failed to trolley dodge properly.
Wow, what a great call.
That's a deep cut.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else about all the lives lost in Dodger history.
That's a great call.
They're called the Dodgers because of the trolley Dodgers in New York.
Uh-huh.
In Brooklyn.
Hey, why haven't the Beastie Boys ever done something for the Dodgers?
Because the Dodgers I hate them. That's why.
Because Diego hates the Dodgers. Duh.
Yeah.
Wow. Mookie almost picked off second there. You don't see that?
No. Someone needs to update this Wikipedia article, which has been my source of reference for all this Taco Bell Hero stuff. But yeah, going back and because we mentioned these names earlier, I think really the only players that really I would say have a chance of repeating as a Taco Bell Hero probably be maybe Lorenzo Cain, maybe a Lindor or a Trey Turner, but I don't know how likely that's really going to be.
Oh, Lindor definitely. He's probably going to go to a good team this offseason.
Add Peter.
Depends on where he goes.
I find it interesting. The very un-Rays to let Glasnow go back at 100 pitches, go through the lineup for the 3rd time. Both of those seem very not Rays-like. So,
Does Yarbo not
some length since they struggled?
Interesting.
Since the bullpen struggled in the past series, and because they were used heavily in the past series?
For sure.
Taco Day is October 28th, 2 to 6 p.m. local time, all day and online via the app.
2 to 6 local time all day?
Mm-hmm. That's what the notification said.
Full.
Taco Bell has an app?
Yeah, man.
Everybody has an app.
Everybody be gotten apps now.
Do you not have the Taco Bell app?
No.
You should.
I rarely.
MLB also are the ones who tweeted it. Or not tweeted, gave a notification.
Oh.
That's you're not going to catch up to 96 at the top of the strike zone very often.
No.
Tough pitch.
Putting it in my calendar right now, Taco Bell tacos.
Beautiful.
The 28th, which is a Wednesday. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's why they do it.
Well, I mean, I just have the biggest test of my life that day.
Well, yeah, they always do it at like the most inconvenient time ever because they don't want to give away free food.
Yeah, you're right.
Almost
I'm watching
a strike
the clip
him out
of us celebrating him getting the.
No, there was another strikeout.
Yes.
Yeah. Justin Turner.
Justin Turner goes down. Mookie Betts steals another base, though.
You love. Did we get more tacos?
No,
I know
we do not.
I know
Sadly.
we should. It really just gives me. I have a Taco Bell gift card I've been holding on to. This gives me an excuse to go.
Oh, double steal. Seager's on second.
Yeah.
Infield in, one out. Do you walk him or do you pitch to him?
to who? Matt Muncy?
Yep.
Muncy with Will Smith on deck.
Oh, I see. You have to pitch to Muncy because Will is just an incredible hitter.
I think I'm more inclined. I think my reasoning would just be more so the fact that Bellinger's after Smith than it is that Will's on deck, honestly.
I think you pitch to him, but don't give him much to hit.
Yeah, you
What's
definitely
his-
try and pain. It's not the worst thing in the world if you walk him.
Yeah.
Wasn't Smith in like the 95th percentile for ex-Woba this year?
You know, I'm not
could
sure.
not tell you.
I'm not an ex-Woba savant.
Not an ex-Woba savant.
No.
Noted ex-Woba amateur.
Yep.
Noted ex-Woba amateur.
It's not my Twitter handle or anything.
Oh,
Whoa! He missed the tag. Oh,
not
Yeah,
a great
hey.
throw.
You hate to see it, though.
It was G-Man Choi would have made a better throw. I'm just saying.
This is true. This is very true.
Oh no!
They're looking at it.
This is where you miss G-Man. Yeah, the Rays defense was a mistake, which does not happen very often.
Damn, that's brutal.
That feels real bad.
That one stings.
You guys want to hear the StatCast metrics on that?
Sure, why not?
82 exit velocity, negative 28 degree launch angle, and expected batting average of 0.70.
Well, technically, that won't be a base hit. That'll be a fielder's choice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is a fielder's choice, but like those are the numbers, which just feels bad.
It does feel pretty
that's
bad.
brutal. What in the A-Rod is this?
What
Just
in
one
the
time?
A-Rod?
What in the absolute Alex Rodriguez is happening right now?
That's a
What-
great t-shirt.
why are
What
we
in the A-Rod?
Why are we squaring around a bunt?
What in the A-Rod is this? Just have A-Rod bunting.
Ludicrous.
Luda.
Luda.
But yeah.
I'm shocked that Glasnow is still pitching in this game.
I gotta say, I'm also shocked by something, but the thing I'm shocked by is that Horwath thought it was appropriate to go to Twitter to double down on that. I'm still just floored by it,
Still
man.
absolutely
That unmitigated
flabbergasted.
gall of that man.
This man is absolute mad lad. Not in a good way.
Like that guy who got no regrets tattooed right here, but it was spelled wrong.
No regrets.
That guy. Yeah, big no regrets.
If you ever get a tattoo done wrong, it will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Imagine getting a tattoo. Can't relate.
Yeah, who would do that? I have no idea at all.
None whatsoever.
Who would do that? I have one on my leg too, but it's too high. I don't really. It's a lot of effort.
Man, I don't know what I would get if I ever got a tattoo.
Baseball.
Just a random baseball?
Yeah, that's what I got
I
here.
love it. face.
Honestly, I think it might be my
I
favorite.
want Albert Goodwill Spalding's face tattooed on my lower back.
I want Andrew Harwath's face.
I want Andrew Horwath's face tattooed on the bottom of my left foot.
So I want to walk around on him.
So
I want his
anytime
last
I
tweet.
step in dog poop, I'll make sure it's
I
on
might,
the left
you
foot.
know, honestly, tattooing Justin Verlander's face on my foot sounds like something I would want.
I will tattoo Clayton Kershaw's postseason ERA on my forehead.
I want to. You know what I want? I want Mike Zunino's name and number tattooed like a jersey.
Fantastic.
Permanent
tattoo.
Zunino jersey.
Honestly,
Oh, BABIP Merchants, bro.
He should have bunted there, if we're honest.
Whoa.
absolutely should have bunted.
BABIP not BABIP Warriors.
BABIP
Merchants.
Big
There is a
BABIP
very
Merchant
big
energy.
difference.
That in Savants?
These
That's a
days.
fun one.
Glasnow's day is done.
Yeah, there goes.
Maybe a little
Oh,
too
thank
late.
goodness, my arms are saved.
For now. Kershaw's still in the game.
So Glasnow leaves with a final line of
Bad.
4 1/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 6 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run on 112 pitches with an 8.31 ERA for
What
the day.
is it with Florida pitchers and those kind of starts? That's almost the exact kind of start you would see someone like AJ Burnett have.
It's the humidity.
It's got to be. It's all
Yeah.
humidity.
Got to be
Tyler
the
Glasnow,
humidity in
AJ
the
Burnett oh.
climate-controlled
2.0.
stadium in Arlington.
Yeah.
Facts.
You hate to see it. You hate to see the Dodgers extend their lead.
Oh yeah, technically he's still
not a final line yet.
for the 2 runs.
No.
Yeah, very true.
It could potentially be worse.
Could get worse.
And I mean, you've got Yarbo coming into this game. Yarbo? How do you say his name?
You got it.
Yarbrough. Yeah.
Yarbrough?
You nailed it.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
Yarbrough
a
coming into
pirate
this game.
donkey. Yarborough.
My Twitter feed right now very confused as to why
Okay.
I was allowed to go that long.
Yeah.
Fair.
Very
I think it's quite
interesting.
obvious. They just wanted to get their bullpen some rest.
They're not getting much rest. Like, if we're
Yeah,
being
I mean,
honest.
you left him out there. It didn't work, and now you have to reap the whirlwind.
Yeah, I mean, if your logic there is the rest, I mean, they still have to pitch the 2/3 of this inning and then the rest of the game.
You know what's great though? Guess who's up?
Too.
Is it Mike Nino?
Notable postseason bust, Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Right.
Oh boy, everybody! I'm going to type it in right now just in case I need it.
Matthew says rest in November. SMH. Damn right, Matthew.
There, it's already typed in to the banter chat.
Oh,
I just
I'll
have
get
to
ready.
open Discord and hit enter.
Yeah.
I'll get ready
on
too.
Everybody
Indeed.
get ready.
It's ready to go.
I was like, I forgot for a second who it was supposed to be. But of course, I can't forget.
How could you?
I'm sorry. I'm too busy thinking about the tacos I'm going to be getting next week.
How could you?
I got tacos in my mind. Can never get enough.
The brain. We got HelloFresh delivered. Well, we got our HelloFresh delivered this week. One of them
What
was
is Hello
cheesy buffalo
Fresh?
tacos that we can make.
HelloFresh is
Like
a
a meal delivery
subscription.
service.
Yeah.
Their subscription service for what?
Well, they
We-
send you recipes and
For-
ingredients to
yeah.
make the recipes, and it's
How
It's like-
hard is it to just roast some chicken breast?
I don't know. You live on your own, and you tell me.
I do. I cook for myself.
It's easier to roast a chicken. No, it's not. It's harder to roast a chicken breast than it is to roast Horwath. Roast steaks.
WIMO.
Yeah. HelloFresh. I mean, I don't hate the subscription. They're not terrible.
No, they're not terrible. It's a
They're
lot
not-
more than going to the grocery store, especially when the three of us work as much as we do.
That's fair.
And a pandemic.
And a pandemic. Yeah, it's never been a better time for it.
That's fair. One of my friends used to get HelloFresh, and like, she'd be like, "Hey, I know you're awake at 10:30 p.m. Do you want food?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
How'd you know? Yeah. HelloFresh, not a
Part of
sponsor.
me wants Cody to go yard here just so everybody can at Horwath again, but
Oh, yeah.
also like the
do.
game
I
would
also
kind of be
kinda-
over.
Yeah, and I'm not really
Sorry,
ready to
you would
throw in
go
the towel
off.
on this game yet.
Yeah, I don't want this game to be over in the 5th inning.
Oh yeah, absolutely same. But like,
But also like Horwath,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, I would be here for a potential Dodgers bullpen meltdown. That would be fun.
I would be a fan.
I mean, best case scenario is obviously Bellinger goes yard here, and then the Rays put up a 6 spot. That's obviously best case scenario.
best case scenario that
I
happens
see
off
us-
Kershaw.
I would love a snowman in the 8th inning for the Rays.
I would not
Really
disagree.
make this a weird game.
Well,
I can get behind
Kershaw's
that.
coming back out, and we can never
Glasnow looks so weird.
take
Gotta
away the
have-
possibility of a Kershaw meltdown.
Yeah. Kershaw postseason meltdown. We all know it's coming. Kershaw has been sitting for a while. Kershaw's been sitting, waiting for quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just going to say this: my prediction of 5 2/3, 4 earned runs, still very alive.
It's still very alive.
I did say
I said
seven.
That
like
was your
6
Kershaw
strikeouts for
prediction,
Kershaw,
though, right? We all predicted
Yeah.
Kershaw.
We didn't predict Glasnow. We got too caught up in 877 Glasnow to do that.
Worth it.
877.
Seven
Glass now.
Glass now.
The 3 stolen bases by the Dodgers is apparently tied for the most in an inning in World Series history.
Tied with who?
The 1912 Giants.
Wow, you didn't know that, Diego? Giants?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
No, I knew. I just didn't know
Wow.
who to say
Some
it.
fan. Didn't
The
know.
1912
Wow.
New York Giants.
Who's on first right now? Send them.
Crazy how
Do it for the
Diego
culture.
didn't
Oh no,
know
it's not tied for the
that
game.
the
It's tied for the
1912
inning.
Giants didn't steal 3 bases in a World Series game.
No,
Really
they stole
embarrassing.
3 bases
stuff,
in an
man.
inning. Most stolen bases in an inning.
Really embarrassing.
You know what else is embarrassing? Getting swept in the World Series.
I can't say anything.
I know.
I love how between all 4 of our teams, there are 3 rings.
Boom sauce, though.
There are 3 rings between the 4 of us, and all 3 belong to one person.
In our lifetimes.
Criminal.
I'm not complaining.
Shut up.
I-
Hey, Detroit Tigers, 2029 World Series champs.
Dude, Detroit Tigers like 2034, maybe. Maybe.
I can see the Seattle Mariners winning soon.
Seattle
20
Mariners,
unfortunately.
Mariners
2022.
gonna three-peat 2024 to 2026. Or 20. I said 2025 to 2027. Mariners
Yeah, I think
three-peat.
that was your prediction.
I wouldn't be upset.
I know I said that the Mariners weren't close on the This Week in Baseball podcast. That's not true. I think that out of the 5 teams that haven't made that haven't won a World Series, I think they're the second closest, just behind the Padres.
That haven't won a World Series?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rangers.
What
Rangers
about the
miles out.
I mean, the Rays are currently here.
Oh, okay. The question,
Just saying.
The question was, aside from the Rays, what franchise what franchise without a ring do you think will be the next to win a ring?
That's an important detail.
Yes.
I don't know how close the Padres realistically are to a ring, because if you're talking about it, you have to consider the fact that in order for them to get to a World Series, they're going to have to go through this Dodgers team.
Yeah, in the regular season.
And
they have
say the same thing. The Mariners are going to have to go through, the Rays or the Yankees or whatever the Astros
What
look like.
what are all the
years.
teams that haven't won a ring?
The
Rays?
Mariners.
Rockies. There's two
did you
left.
say
There's
Braves?
6. Who?
Did you say Braves?
The Braves won in 95.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Mariners, Rays.
Kelly kept saying Braves.
Rockies.
I
No,
was
I think
trying
she
to
said
say
Rays.
All these are teams.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, what are there? 6?
Are there?
Yeah.
That sounds high.
Oh, there's
Padres?
5.
Padres. Oh, BABIP Merchants.
That was a clean base hit.
Boo.
That was quality.
Are there only 5 or are there 6?
I thought there was only 5.
Well, if there's only 5, we got them. Oh, Brewers. Bingo.
Brewers,
Yeah.
But the Padres are in a position to consistently make the playoffs, and once they make the playoffs, it's just a flip of a coin.
I mean, to an extent, yes.
I mean, you say that like it's so simple, but I mean, look at where this Dodgers team is at. Look at everything they've had to do to get them to where they are right this moment.
Isn't that more proof that
That was kind of just however you want to argue it.
Yeah.
That is it is
you
kind
can't
of
build
empathetic.
a team for the postseason aside from, I guess, getting a lot more relief depth.
Yeah, but you don't normally start a season with that much relief depth. That's usually trade deadline moves.
Yeah.
Relievers are the hottest commodity at any given deadline.
Yeah. You can't build a team for the postseason.
Bellinger looking stoned to the bone in the dugout again.
He had a victory toke.
He's the playing with his beard level.
He had a post home run toke for sure. That Chris Taylor, that Chris Taylor hit was not BABIP. That was 97.5 off the bat with an 820 expected batting average.
Chris Taylor Cody Bellinger just popped out on my screen.
Oh, you're behind me
you're
now,
like
Callie.
2 batters behind. You're way behind.
Yeah.
You're like 5 minutes behind.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, Glasnow's line only getting worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
oh
my gosh, they can't get him out of the inning.
Well, I think that is now the official line.
Yes, now his line is
all batters
official.
Responsible for are accounted for.
Correcto. So that becomes
4 1/3, 6 runs.
4 1/3, 3 hits, 6
All right, I'm
runs.
caught up now. I refreshed the page.
4 1/3, 3 hits, 6 runs, 6 walks, 8 Ks, 1 home run on 112 pitches, equals a 12.46 ERA for the day.
That's what we
Small
call
sample size.
You gave up a run to Enrique Hernandez?
Yes.
Wow. Raise poverty.
Raise poverty.
Oh, how the turntable for the Rays.
Come to think of it, the Brewers don't really get enough crap for being like one of the most embarrassingly horrible franchises in baseball.
That's absolutely fair take.
Paul Mulder was good.
They've
never even Brewers get to skate by unscathed. And
for real though. For real. They've been a team since what, 70, 71, and they don't even have a pennant win? They've never even won a pennant. I don't think they've even been to a World Series. Nonetheless, lost one.
And I get to go on Twitter every day and watch people make fun of my franchise that's younger.
How many times have the Brewers even made the playoffs since their inception? I would bet it's like 5. I legitimately think the Brewers have been a team for 50 years and have made the playoffs like 5 times. That's legitimately my guess. I don't think the Brewers get nearly enough crap for being an absolute embarrassing joke of a franchise.
So,
and I thought I went hard on the Rockies on the Brewers have an AL pennant apparently, according to
they used to be in the Tigers division.
Yeah, in 1982, they got to the World Series against
They've made one World Series in 50
the Cardinals.
Years.
But
and then Bud Selig all over it and moved them.
Yep. So 1 World Series appearance in 50 years, no rings.
So they've appeared in the postseason in 1982. That was their World Series year.
Yep.
2008, 2011, 2018, and then this year.
So they've made the
it
playoffs
is 5 times.
5 times.
5 times.
They never made it before 82?
Correct. According to... in 2019.
The Mariners fan is
Right, so 6
gracefully.
times.
The Mariners fan is gracefully bowed out of this conversation.
Okay, so the Brewers have been a franchise for 50 years.
6
and have
appearances.
1 pennant, no rings, and 6 playoff appearances.
Correct.
You know
know
what
this website
franchise
doesn't have
doesn't get
2019
enough
or 2020.
mockery? The Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, what happened?
Don't the Phillies have the most losses of any
Another
franchise
final
ever?
out.
Finally got out of the inning. All right.
Yeah.
All right. The Phillies have less World Series wins in Philadelphia than the A's do.
That's absolutely true.
That's wild.
I like the Philadelphia A's hats and unis. They were pretty clean.
Yeah, the white elephants.
I was a fan.
I love the white elephants, yeah.
Do you know where that logo comes from?
No, enlighten us.
The circus.
So,
Probably.
no. So, when
God.
Connie Mack bought the A's, rival owner, I believe it was the Giants owner, John McGraw, said that buying the A's was a white elephant purchase because in the Hindu culture, I believe, elephants are revered, so you have to take care of them. So gifting someone a white elephant,
I remember this story.
Was
it's either
it's
either an honor or a
Disgrace.
punishment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a punishment because according to your religion, you can't disgrace the elephant, so you have to spend money taking care of it. So it ends up being a negative thing to have.
Feed it. You have to prevent it from getting sunburned. All this.
Yes.
I remember this.
So the A's took that slight and turned it into a source of pride, making the white elephant their logo.
Very nice.
Pretty cool take.
Always always good to
That's
learn.
that kind
love
of petty
those.
I live for.
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't that why come December, holiday season, white elephant is a thing where you're supposed to bring either something really good or something really bad?
Yes.
Interesting. I remember.
Also, I am not very informed on religion, so I might have gotten that it was the Hindu religion wrong.
That's fair. But I think the explanation, I remember I've heard that. I'm not sure about the religion either, but I know that story checks out.
Yeah.
But in case anyone was wondering, the Rays win expectancy is now 4.2%.
Rough.
So rough indeed.
Yes. The Dodgers' expected batting average has also now finally surpassed the Rays.
Not by much.
Dodgers at 153 and the Rays at 140.
Well, we see a Clayton Kershaw implosion here.
See, I don't even think I think at this point, now that we're in the 6th, he'd be on a short enough leash where they wouldn't even let him get far enough to really implode that badly.
That's fair.
At most, he's giving up 2 runs the rest of the game, and if not, he's just going to get pulled.
Yeah. So we'll see how he performs here.
Christian says, LOL, they have to pay to take care of it while the A's have disrespected the heck out of it. Never fails to take a shot at the A's. Never fails.
That
The
was
real white elephant's Mike Trout. You have to pay him all that money just to not make the playoffs.
I mean, it's true. However, Mike Trout is the GOAT. Behind
Knowing Christian as well as I do, I think he'll take the trade.
Yeah, I would say yes.
I would agree. Our resident croissant here at Diamond Digest.
Yes. Resident A's slanderer.
Resident bastard to play against in Among Us.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
Resident bane of my existence, Christian.
The dude is so good at Among Us.
I'm easily the second worst player in Diamond Digest at Among Us.
Who's the worst?
Who do you think?
J-Roy.
That's four.
J-Roy sucks. Yeah, that's fair.
Elroy.
It's hilarious too because J-Roy just tells people like, "Yeah, I don't think you get the game, bro." He's such a troll.
He comes in and he's just like, "Oh, I run this ship now," and then proceeds to not.
He's such a troll. That's a heck of a play by Justin Turner, by the way.
You hate
heck of a play.
I feel like we should try to get we should play Among Us with fans.
Oh no.
With Twitter followers.
DD fan server.
DD fans.
Yeah, geez, what a play by Turner.
We just drop the room code on Twitter and have like a few of us in there.
Honestly, that room would fill up so fast, to be real.
Well, yeah, I mean, we usually fill it up with 10 people just from the site real fast.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? 5 from the site and 5 fans? That doesn't seem super.
The good news is if Cop is ever imposter, it's pretty much a guaranteed win because he's the worst imposter I've ever seen.
Now, if any Diamond Digest fans wants to go and like fill up an entire like PUBG server,
there you go.
do like a Diamond Digest battle royale.
Matthew says play Among Us on HotMic.
Honestly, I'd be so
actually,
down.
that's not such terrible. I mean,
that's an off-season thing we can do.
I mean, we wouldn't do it on HotMic. We'd do it on Twitch, but
oh yeah, we do on
So
YouTube.
I've been trying to convince y'all to do a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Why can we do Among Us but not Dungeons and Dragons?
I'd be down to do Dungeons and Dragons.
Hell yeah!
I feel like it'd be fun.
I just got scared by my own freaky cutout behind me.
Oh, pop-up by low. I thought that pop-up by low looked like it was going to go a lot further off the bat.
If someone wants to teach me how to play Dungeons and Dragons, I'd be down.
Well, you roll to do stuff, and then if you roll high, you did good. If you not, you do bad. It's basically gambling.
If you roll a 1, you die, and then you just drink in the corner while everybody else plays. That's my Dungeons and Dragons experience.
Okay.
Is I roll a 1 in like my first or second interaction, immediately die, and drink beer quietly and watch everybody else play. It wasn't a bad time. It's just my experience.
What made you die so badly?
Trying to disable a booby trap.
All right, that makes sense.
And I got cleaved in half.
Wow.
That's a
it was a whole
move
thing.
by your DM, but you know.
He told me, well, to be fair to the DM, he told me not to do what I did.
Well, now I am on his side.
And I said, like, after I died, I went and drank. There was drinking beforehand. So I said, no, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and you're going to like it. And then
oh, my God.
And then he killed you.
And then he
literally
was like,
said, don't do it. And you said, watch me.
And then died.
I said, rip to your booby trap, but I'm different. And then I was cut in half in front of all my friends and family.
But I'm different.
Well, you deserved it.
Different.
No, I totally did.
Oh,
I had a great time the rest of the night, though, giving everybody else that was still alive bad advice. It was a lot of fun.
You sound like the average D&D player. Perfect.
No, we had that night was a lot of fun.
I'm different.
I'm different. No one's ever died this early before. I'm different.
Absolutely electric D&D player, Nicholas Tucker.
I mean, the risk reward was really good too. There was good stuff behind that booby.
Did you really just roll a 1?
Yeah, I hit a 1 like that, like I was meant to be.
Just simply roll.
Bang, 1 dead.
Just simply roll nat 20s and you'll be fine.
Were you playing a low intelligence barbarian?
A lot of that night is a bit of a blur.
Absolutely.
I remember dying, not a lot else. And I remember having a good time.
There you go. It's really all you need.
That's what's important. Yeah, I remember having a good time.
That is where having a good time.
Having a good time. You know who's not having a good time? The Rays.
The Rays.
Where do you think they turn to someone like... I think this is the moment you turn to someone like Sheriff.
I think you turn to Josh Fleming.
You definitely turn to your B bullpen and your A bullpen.
No, this is the time for Blake Snell, you guys.
There's right. Fleming. Who said Fleming?
Who did?
Nick. No.
That was all Diego.
Yeah, Diego.
I don't know who Josh Fleming is. Don't give me that credit.
First pitch from the pen. It's deep. Mookie. Boom sauce. Bats.
Mookie, don't kill me, please.
The beat stands
having a bad time.
Sauce.
Having a bad time.
Having a bad time.
Mookie
boom sauce. I mean, at least it was a boom sauce.
Now tonight is
stolen bases.
1 for 3 with a home run and 2 stolen bases.
And tacos for America.
And a walk. So 1 for... Yeah.
You can't forget tacos for America. That's the most important stuff.
1 for 3 with a walk, a home run, 2 stolen bases, 2 runs scored because he had that play at the plate to score the Dodgers run that 1 inning.
You know what? I'll say it. This might not be a popular opinion, but if they had let Mike Zunino pitch this inning, that wouldn't have happened.
I agree.
You're not wrong.
It probably would have been
home run. 98 off the bat. 349 distance, only a 330 expected batting average.
Not exactly crushed.
Not crushed, to say the least.
It was in a real hurry.
Yeah.
It was just hit at a relatively low angle, so it didn't go that far.
That was a 34 launch angle.
Yeah, it was a pretty.
It was just only 98 off the bat.
Looked like it would have been the opposite.
Well, it isn't.
That Mookie guy kind of good at baseball.
Yeah, but the Red Sox have such great payroll flexibility.
Mookie Betts. Justin Turner. Swinging a drive.
Oh, okay, that's off
it's
the top of the wall.
Yellow.
Oh,
stays in play.
Okay.
Ooh.
Josh Fleming has the why did you put me on this roster look on his face right now.
Yeah.
That was Betts' first home run since September? Wow.
Yeah.
Can we also appreciate the fact that instead of the god-awful 7, Peyton wrote out SEVEN?
Yes. Shout out Peyton. I mean, he knows that I will freak out, so.
I don't know this to be exactly true, but Mike Zunino has at least 4 home runs since the last time Mookie Betts hit a home run. So who's the better player?
Oh my goodness! And now Muncy puts a drive into one, and that's going to be off the wall. Jeez,
this looks like Game 3 of my SMB3 playoffs.
With Toolsy on the bump. Bro.
Yeah, Toolsy out here getting shelled.
That makes it 8-1 Dodgers. So Mookie Betts,
no more 7 needed.
Mookie Betts, the second player in World Series history with a walk and multiple stolen bases in an inning, joining Babe Ruth in 1921.
Noted base stealing threat.
Fifth inning of Game 2 of the 1921 World Series, which was against the Giants, and Diego didn't know about it.
God,
just sad.
Diego.
Just
fraud.
Simply sad.
Fraud!
I apologize.
Absolute fraudulent Giants fan. How do you not know what the opponents of the 1921 Giants did?
I don't know, but what I do know is that the Tigers are poverty.
Don't
That's
try
what I
to turn
do
this
know.
around on Scott.
Don't turn this around.
You don't want to talk about the Mariners?
Your thing.
If you turn it around on anybody, let's turn it around on Christian. Nobody likes him anyway.
You're right. Yeah. Screw Christian.
Christian, you're the worst.
Wow.
Christian, we love you. Christian, we love you so much.
We do.
But you're getting thrown under the bus for this.
Peyton says the DD Pond 7 is officially canceled, by the way.
Oh, another one.
Oh, now this one's...
Okay.
Okay.
More of an atom ball, but definitely a charge into it.
Anyway.
Center helps.
Do we want to hear some of these StatCast metrics on these last few? The Justin Turner double. We got 106 off the bat, 404 feet with a 940 XBA.
That ball was poked.
Yeah. And then
in the park.
In the park. And then the Muncie double. Right, Muncie? Yeah?
Yeah.
109 off the bat. 690 XBA.
Yes.
So...
How much has the Dodgers XBA been raised?
Quite a bit.
It's now 217.
Wow, that just shows you how good Glasnow was actually doing relatively.
Yeah. You also have a win expectancy for the Dodgers now at 99.4. Or win probability.
Hey, the Rays should just pitch Steven Piscotty.
The Rays should let Mike Zunino pitch.
I'm thinking of the two ideas. I'm thinking this guy.
Let Mike Zunino pitch.
I'm thinking Diego's kind of got the edge there with the good idea.
Dylan Flora warming up in the Dodgers pen.
We have a position
player pitching. Oh, I love Cut 4's position player pitching. Shout out Cut 4.
Also, because Cespedes Barbecue would freak out if Zunino
absolutely
in a World Series. Like
Cespedes
Jordan would lose his mind.
Oh yeah. Cespedes Family Barbecue, a fantastic follow on Twitter.
Why is nobody wearing masks?
Because this is Texas.
Because this is Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas, including the infection rates.
True.
That is
Dodgers fans.
8-1 through 6.
Who had a blowout in game 1?
Probably a lot of people.
It's actually crazy because through 3 innings? 4 innings? 3 innings?
It was scoreless.
0-0.
Mm-hmm. And the Dodgers
that's a strikeout.
absolutely turned it on. Oh yeah.
Thankfully, the strikeouts have slowed down, so my arms have recovered a bit, and I can actually do these curls.
Fair. But yeah, it's been quite the turnaround here for the Dodgers.
Yeah, tale of 2 games so far.
Yeah. Peyton saying today's 7th inning is number 7 in Italian.
There you go. How do you pronounce that? Sette?
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 Does anybody know?
That sounds Italian. Sette.
Sette.
I know uno, due, tre is Italian for 1, 2, 3. I don't know anything beyond that.
I believe
son
is Chinese?
0 words in Italian.
Sun is 3 in Chinese, in Mandarin specifically.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I learned that from Ni Hao Kai Lan.
Yeah!
He's saying it just openly.
I have little cousins. Calm down.
I learned it from Diane. No shame.
I have little cousins who would watch it, and for whatever reason, I just remembered that fact. So I just know what had to count to 3 in Mandarin.
Josh
apparently.
Fleming, in 1 inning, gave up 4 balls over 95 miles an hour.
Holy!
For reference, Glasnow and Yarborough combined through 5 innings only gave up 4. Fleming did that in an inning.
How many pitches?
Kershaw gave up 5 in 6 innings.
Yeah, Kershaw's night also over.
Josh Fleming, 12 pitches, 4 balls over 95 miles an hour.
Who tweeted one night say he's taking a dookie bets on the Rays? That's a horrible caption.
Disagree.
Anyway, Kershaw's final line. Here we go. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 78 pitches for a 1.50 ERA.
I was pretty close with that. I said 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and 1 run.
Yeah. But Kershaw, fantastic outing.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic.
And, kind of hate that.
Dylan Floro into the game here.
Who isn't exactly the Dodgers, number 1 bullpen guy.
Yeah, they're gonna be okay winning this game like 8-4, I think. I think once we get into the Rays scoring 4 to 5 runs, that's when we're gonna, if that happens, that's when we would see the actual like top end bullpen people. I think the Dodgers are gonna be very okay with like an 8-4, 8-5 victory even.
I'm super surprised Dave Roberts hasn't been a total moron and put in Jake McGee because he seems to not value him at all.
I was waiting for this take.
Yeah, Callie always good for some Dave Roberts slander. Matthew says postseason Kershaw equals good ?
Postseason Kershaw,
you gotta wonder.
Fantastic.
It really makes you think.
Definitely fantastic today, without a doubt.
Like I said, when I brought up at the beginning, I think it, not saying it does, like this is like technically like a mid-season kind of workload at this point.
Sure.
But I think that might have something to do with it. Not necessarily saying it's true, but I don't disagree about it being true.
I'm not saying it's true.
Yeah. You got to wonder at least a little bit.
Well, I'm pulling for a big Rays innings here.
Me too. I want to see Mike Zunino hit this inning.
I think
yes.
I think this is probably the only inning that really has big inning potential left in this game. I think once you kind of get into the 8th inning, down 7, it's kind of
I mean, you got to go through Trinan and
right
and Jansen.
I think your only chance.
You
here
think
really
they put in Joe Kelly?
I
definitely could. Could.
Everybody watch this pitch you're about to see. That was disgusting.
Yeah, that was a filthy.
Watch the 3-1 pitch. It is absolute filth.
A murderous 2-seamer.
The 3-1?
Yeah, the pitch that would end up being 3-2.
All right.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. Oh, and then he strikes him out with the exact same pitch.
Honestly,
right.
love to see it.
Unreal. Absolutely.
I always appreciate some good pitching.
To answer your question, Callie, I don't know if Joe Kelly sees innings this game, but I imagine he'll be warm just in case.
Yeah, because Floro can go a few.
There was also some slight whimpers about Joe Kelly possibly opening this series.
I would like to see that.
I would love to see the Dodgers try to throw the opener in the face of the Rays.
He doesn't care.
Honestly.
I just love Joe Kelly's approach to pitching. It's the same approach I take. It doesn't matter how many people you walk as long as you get the 3 strikeouts and don't allow a run.
So that Manuel Margot seeing eye, what appeared to be a seeing eye single,
oh gosh,
was actually 104.5 miles an hour off the bat.
Oh,
wow.
It did have a negative 13-degree launch angle and went 10 feet before hitting the ground. But it was almost 105 miles an hour with a 390 expected batting average.
Manuel Margot.
So my thing for the Rays is they are just somebody else on this team besides Randy is going to have to step up and hit.
It's
because
Mike Zunino, dude. It's all Mike
even it just somebody like even though obviously they won the ALCS and that was awesome, it was really they only did damage when Randy was up. He was just on another freaking planet.
Oh yeah.
So that was able to like the rest of their team out. If you take him out, the whole team batted like almost 170.
Yeah, it was abysmal.
Like, and he had 3 of their 10 home runs in the series. Like it really was just the Randy show. And if they want to have a chance against this Dodgers team, they desperately
I want to see Joey Wendell hit like 350.
need
400.
somebody else to step up.
It is a testament. It's a really good thing that Rays team got off to a 3-0 lead in that ALCS because even with the 3-0 lead, the Rays lineup was hitting like notably worse than the Astros lineup was.
Yeah, because
like,
the Astros were getting a lot of hard hit balls, but they weren't falling.
Yeah. Because the Rays defense decided
Rays defense did have an unreal series.
Yeah.
Oh, G-Man's putting gloves on everybody.
G-Man. Honey, wake up. G-Man's putting on gloves.
Oh, Wendell puts a drive into one. Uh-oh. Yeah. It's deep.
Oh, we couldn't do it. Yeah!
I don't know the result of this play.
Wow. What? Hey, this is an inning. This is an inning.
Okay. I just said that I was expecting him to.
Did we get in the boom sauce here?
No.
Not boom sauce, but he put a sting on it.
I'm like, I just don't know the result.
Charge into
hit F5.
Huh?
Hit F5.
No.
Okay.
Horwath is going to be probably adding people after that one, I will say.
Horwath's opinion is irrelevant.
Joey Wendell double was 98 miles an hour, 390 feet with a 560 expected batting average.
Matt says Bellinger bust in the chat.
Yeah, that's going to be Horwath here in a few, I'd imagine. So who's up right now for the Rays?
Manuel Margot's on first.
It's Autumn. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Kiermaier, who's already homered, and then Mike
the goat.
Zunigo.
Absolutely goated.
So we are and then top of the lineup after that. So this is the inning. You got to take advantage of this inning. You can't oh no, is that G-Man? G-Man up to bat.
G-Man.
Up to bat. Honey, wake up.
Honey, wake up. G-Man
up to bat. G-Man is hitting.
And just like that, the Dodgers warm up a lefty.
They're like, they see the writing on the wall. They know what's about to happen.
Just like that, a lefty is warming up for the Dodgers.
Is that a Reyes?
Robert's going to go out by time.
No, it's Victor Gonzalez.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's going to get pulled. They're going to go to a lefty here.
That just gives G-Man more time to prepare his walk-off.
His walk-off.
What am I trying to say? His home run strut.
They had a visit.
He's going to peacock it a little bit. I think he might peacock it a little bit.
Oh, G-Man is the GOAT.
Like I said, it's Zunino.
Nobody clip that or you're banned.
Andy. G-Man. Please clip that and tweet it.
Nobody clip that.
G-Man's ready. Like, we know this. G-Man is simply the
Rumor has it.
Yeah.
Rumor has it. Peter Gaillot has muted Andrew Arwal in the Discord.
Honestly,
rumors are speculating that this is the case. No one has confirmed or denied it, but this is a possible scenario here.
An immaculate W, if it is true.
Immaculate.
Absolutely.
It seems as though it's agreed upon that that's what happened.
Seems to be a dub.
It seems as though a dub is a dub, and this dub is very dubby.
We have to go to replay review on the dub. Hold on, everybody, hold up.
Dude.
Checking, hold on. Dub.
All right, but do you remember when the NFL they used to do the replay on the field in the little like replay box thing?
I do.
Play this challenge.
Go in there real quick.
Yeah, one of these.
But now they just do the simply just go. Hold on.
Why was he muted? Because Bellinger dropped the ball in center field and no one wanted to put up with his crap. That is why, Evan.
Because he's insufferable.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree.
Well, now we're slandering John Principe by adding him and saying, "What do we?"
Wait, is Principe not principal?
No, G-Man got taken out.
What?
They put Rosso in.
Hey,
No.
this is a legend. This dude homered off Chapman, so we're.
But we wanted G-Man.
Noted domestic abuser.
Metro Detroit legend.
True.
Mike Brousseau. And no, it's John Principe, not Principal. There's no L in John's name.
Look, I can't read.
Clearly.
I'm clearly illiterate.
But people are adding John and saying, hey, that player is pretty good. And then Evan was with payroll flexibility is a better player.
Okay. A funny story kind of related. When I was a kid, I was in like high school and I was doing homework and I had MLB Network on it was like the weekend and I was getting ready for the day games, but I was doing homework. My dad comes in and he's looking at the ticker at the bottom of the TV and it's got the game day probables for the starts for like all the starters for that day is the probables. Uh-huh. And he looks at it, he walks in and he looks at it for a couple minutes and then he looks at me and he goes, "Who's this Probables guy?"
Oh, no.
That's incredible.
Nick, I would like to meet your father.
My father is a wonderful man.
That sounds... I'm
almost a 4-pitch walk out of the pen. But that last one was called a paint.
Nick, I'm going to show up in Seattle one day and just, like, find you.
Oh, my God.
That's
that
a weird
sounds
thing
like
to
a
say.
A city of almost 4 million people, Diego. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay. Nick Fair going to the opening day.
For all you know is I work near an IHOP.
Near an IHOP, yeah, that's all I know. I'll go to
how he just goes, "Hey Nick, I'm gonna show up in Seattle one day and find you.
I'm gonna cut your face off.
And I'm gonna find you."
Yeah, that's yeah. I'll book a ticket now.
So with a Billy Idolish lip curl.
Sure.
You know, like.
Sure. I can relate to that.
Oh, there we go.
Sure.
We got some runs in, baby.
All right.
Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Brasso.
Mike Brasso.
He stays hot. Oakland University, Metro Detroit legend.
Oakland University.
So bored.
Mike Brasso.
95 off the bat with an 830 expected batting average.
That's a good piece of hitting.
Hey, where's
the
good
piece of hitting
graphic?
Good piece of baseball. Where's Rudy when you need him? Yeah, 830 XBA. I don't know if that was already mentioned. I think Scott already said that. But it's all because they were scared of G-Man.
Shout out to the Rays third base coach.
Who?
I don't remember his name.
Shame. TBH.
Shout out to G-Man Choi for just terrifying the Dodgers.
Why did you shout him out?
Because he pops up on the broadcast here in a second, and I felt like it.
Hey, that's a good enough reason for me.
Yeah. Matt says keep the line moving.
Hey, Evan. What do we not want here, Evan? We don't want a home run. That's a rally killer.
That's a rally.
That's a
known
rally
killer.
Uh-oh, Kiermaier with the bloop single.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
We don't kill rallies.
Keep
No
the line
homers.
moving.
Bloop single. That there was a line drive. Not everybody is a Babbitt merchant, Scott. Give some of these guys some credit. That was a line drive.
Not a line drive.
That was a line drive.
No, it wasn't.
It was a 960
82 miles an hour.
16 degree
miles
launch
an hour.
angle. Now, you guys know who's up now, right?
Looked a little.
Oh, Zunino's up.
The GOAT, Mike Zunino, is up.
Zuni Goat.
Zuni GOAT.
Can't sit still.
Bloop and a blast? No. Bloop and a bloop. Hit wins games. Hits win games.
Great eye by Zunino right there.
Bloop and a blast? No, bloop and a bloop. Hits win games. Damn right.
If I were Mike Zunino, I would simply just act as the GOAT. As he does.
They got to consider walking him here, right? He's too dangerous.
This is true.
He's like Count Dooku. He's too dangerous to be left alive.
They absolutely have to consider it.
I think we can credit this inning so far to G-Man.
Yeah.
He ruined their entire game plan.
Matt just said game tying home run from Zunino right here.
Yeah, he's got the
game time, the old 5-run homer.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Pedro Baez in the bullpen.
Oh no. The slowest.
Come on, Rays, make
They're
this a
gonna
game.
need it when Zunino goes like triple into right center field here.
Triple to left
How
center.
many outs are there? There's just one, right?
Just one.
It's perfect. Beautiful.
A single
2-0
out.
count to Zunino.
Come
Which is
on.
also true.
Come on, Zunigo.
Zunigo.
Hacker.
Oh, he took a big boy hack at that one.
Zunino wants to be the hero. And he
wants
deserves
the 5-run homer.
He wants the 5-run homer. The only way to do that is to hit it out of the park.
What do you call a 5-run homer? If a 4-run homer is a grand slam.
A grander slam.
Try again. Take two.
A grandest slam.
A quintuple?
I love how Matthew goes, can't wait for Dave Roberts to bring in Kershaw from the bullpen to blow this game.
That's a dub take. Go to take right there.
I mean, it's certainly an option.
It's definitely possible. Keep the line moving. Come on.
Get the guy who asked Walker Buehler about his tight pants to ask Dave Roberts why they didn't put Kershaw in this game.
Yes.
I still want to
Hey,
know why
good
Kershaw,
take.
why
Full
Buehler
count,
wears
baby.
such tight pants.
Makes him feel good.
I want to know why he had such a knee-jerk reaction to being asked that question.
Yeah, me too.
He was not happy.
Like my theory is that Walker Buehler is beefing with the laundry guy for the team, and
So they
keep
gave him a
shrinking
size
his
of pants too small?
Well, they
Sure.
keep shrinking him in the wash, and he keeps going and buying a new pair of pants from the team. And the guy's like, "Oh, these are Bueller's pants." Just wait. Whoa!
Oh, no! Oh, my gosh.
Wow! I can hardly believe what I just watched.
That's
That was. Hey, can I get the Savant on that one.
It's still, it hasn't even been loaded. I think he broke it. It hasn't even been.
He hit the frijoles out of that. He hit the beans right out of that ball.
That's a rough. That
He
makes
hit the
me sad.
proverbial out of it.
That was.
He hit the savant out of that ball.
He really did.
That makes me sad.
That's a rally killer.
Yeah.
Man,
That's not at all
that's-
what you want.
that's brutal.
That
That
was some real sour grapes.
That was
baseball right there.
105.6 miles an hour
Holy!
with an expected batting average of 660.
Wow.
That is some real live by the BABIP, die by the BABIP, but that's some real sour grapes baseball right there.
That's like not even fair.
The Rays' expected batting average for the game is now 231 to the Dodgers 209, and the Rays are losing by 5
Good Lord.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous.
with 2 less hits.
Mike Zunino deserves better.
You know what, though? You know what? Even if, assuming that the Dodgers even hold on to this game, and let's just say it's an 8-3 final, that looks really good for the competitiveness of this series, though. Because there were plenty of people that just said the Dodgers were just going to come in and wipe the floor with the Rays. And at a very minimum, we at least know, like, the expected batting
The Rays
average.
had the Dodgers sweating there.
Yeah, the Rays having a higher expected batting average over the game, that's at least reassurance that, hey, the Rays deserve to be here, and not only that, are going to put up a fight. This is not going to be some joke of a series.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes, the Dodgers do have significantly more walks, which is why they are winning by 5. That is absolutely the reason.
That is one thing that does happen. Though the Dodgers have 6 walks to the Rays 1.
Holy!
Yes, correct.
Here's
to the GOAT, Randy. Go to Reyna.
Here's some late breaking news. This is from Foolish Baseball at FoolishBB on Twitter. 19 minutes ago, reporting Mookie Betts is the first player in World Series history.
Wow. Just simply
Holy.
breaking news.
Yeah.
Wow.
He is the first player in World Series history.
You heard it.
That's incredible.
He's also the first since.
Yeah, he is. He's also, like, the taco goat, so.
That was 105 miles an hour off the bat.
And he just stuck his glove out there and caught it. Shades of Troy Tulo and Jose
Fernandez.
Yeah. Rip.
You caught that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Gosh, that was absolutely brutal.
Great video.
Jose Fernandez, what a sad time.
Holy.
I genuinely believe the Marlins don't go into full rebuild mode if he doesn't pass away. I think they keep everybody.
I would agree.
Him and who is the other? Josh Johnson that they lost early in his career. Not to death, obviously, but
yeah. For sure. To
Josh
Notice how
Johnson
Gonzalez threw that ball like he pitches. Very
Dontrelle Willis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dontrelle
Willis.
Remember Josh Johnson? He was dominant.
Oh yeah, dominant.
Dontrelle Willis.
No, not Ian Fleming.
Wind
Is
up.
it Ian Fleming?
Incredible.
No, Ian Fleming was the guy who wrote James Bond.
Dontrelle Willis
Correct.
was insane
Absolutely.
and then got hurt.
Let's bring up some Dontrelle Willis stats.
Cy Young,
Why not?
like 22 years old, won the Cy Young.
He
He only pitched for like 4 years because he got hurt and then tried to come back and got hurt and tried to come back and got hurt. And then he only pitched like 4 full seasons and won a Cy Young in one of them. So
5 full seasons. All with Florida.
yeah, he got hurt like his 3rd start as a Tiger. And then that was the end of his career pretty much.
Yeah. But his Cy Young year was what, 2000?
Joey Wendell playing shortstop now,
5?
and Mike
No, it wasn't 05.
and
Season-
Michael
Was it
playing
03?
third base.
I think it was the year they won the World Series. Well,
Austin Meadows playing right field.
I don't think. I mean, okay. According to Baseball Reference, Dontrelle Willis never won a Cy Young.
What?
He was second in 2005.
Oh, that must be what I meant then.
Yeah, I think that's what we're talking about because
Runner-up.
he was runner-up to
Wait, don't
Chris
tell me.
Carpenter. Okay, sorry.
Was it Chris Carpenter?
I'm gonna
It
guess it's Chris Carpenter.
It was in fact Chris Carpenter.
Got it.
But yeah, that year where he finishes second in Cy Young voting, was 22-10 for all the boomers who think wins are an important stat. But 7 complete games, 5 shutouts,
Holy.
2.63 ERA, 69 earned runs, nice. 170 strikeouts, 152 ERA plus,
What was his FIP?
299.
Wow. What a year.
He was worth, let me see, 2005, 7.3 WAR. On a 300, making $378,000 that year.
That's pretty good value. The Rays should have picked him up.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that I put a thread of tweets out probably a week or so ago now. Because healthy Dontrelle Willis at 25 years old was part of the Miguel Cabrera trade too.
Was he really?
So we got 25-year-old Dontrelle Willis in 2007, and I always just contemplated, like, if he stays healthy, he's then at like 29, 30, 31 years old during like our World Series runs, like his supposed like prime would be then, like late 20s, early 30s.
Holy, imagine
he wouldn't be like an
rotation
old man at all. So like he joins that Verlander, Scherzer, Price, like Fister, Anibal rotation. Like that's
he would replace Doug Fister, right?
Oh, probably.
Likely.
I mean, he wouldn't have replaced
Verlander or Scherzer.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have replaced Porcello either. So probably. We probably just don't trade for Doug Fister, to be honest.
Also, Callie, did you do your bicep curls?
Doug Fister probably stays a Seattle Mariner.
Yeah, I mean, with Nick just got up and left for a second, but yeah, you're probably right.
I know what I have to do, but I don't think I have the strength.
You don't have to, Callie.
No, I'm gonna do it. Nothing gives me strength like people saying you don't have to do it.
Callie, please.
You're the one that. This is all you. No one has said
know.
anything about this. This is literally all you're doing.
We're asking you to stop at this point for your own good. Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, gains are gains.
In before the "my arms are killing me" Discord message tomorrow morning.
The lactic acid is gone.
Lactic acid just
shout out
no
lactic
longer existed.
acid.
Shout out lactic acid. You hate to see it, honestly. Looking at these. Who'd you guys trade Willis? Because Detroit traded Willis.
I think we just cut him.
Did you?
I mean, he's pretty. He literally couldn't. Like he was just permanently on the disabled list. I'm pretty sure we just cut him.
That's fair, honestly. Let me see if I can find something about it.
You can probably check transactions.
That's what I'm looking for.
Baseball Reference.
One traded for a guy who pitched like 8 innings in 3 seasons.
That's fair. Nick is back. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to get to transactions. My computer's being a little rough.
Peyton, she was just late on the strikeout. That's all.
Where the hell are these?
Nick, we were saying if Dontrell stays healthy, then the Tigers probably never trade for Doug Fister. And he's just a forever Mariner.
I miss Doug Fister.
Was he as good as he was for us with you guys? I genuinely don't remember.
He was inconsistent at times. He did have his bad starts, but when he was on, he was really on. I mean, he was so tall. The way the ball came, I mean, he was 6'8", 6'9".
Oh,
the way the
6'9",
ball came in, it was
6'7".
It was
like
just
that.
so hard to hit a ball
Tall
coming
boy.
from that angle like that.
With us, he was the definition of consistency. He was like a guaranteed quality start, pretty much. He was never going to strike out 10. He was a contact guy, but it was literally like guaranteed like 6 1/3, like 2 runs, 5 Ks.
Because
like
he had that
time.
Yeah, I mean, he had that fastball that came down at such a brutal angle, and then he had a really good slider.
Mm-hmm.
He had a really people. I mean, obviously that rotation was just so top heavy that he kind of gets overlooked. But his stats were beyond and like really, really impressive. And if he wasn't in that rotation, he would have gotten a lot more credit.
So going back to
looking up Doug Fister's B-Rep page.
Yeah, please do. Honestly, I was going to after this, but with Willis, so the Tigers did trade him with cash to the Diamondbacks for Billy Buckner.
Okay.
Billy Buckner?
Billy Buckner.
Any relation to Bill?
I don't know. But Willis was on a roster
in the game
as late as 2015.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he bounced around like free agent signings, very short stints with a bunch of teams.
Yeah.
Man,
Doug Fister, part of the Tigers Nats pipeline, yes.
Yeah, so I'm looking at Doug Fister's B-Ref page, and his 10 starts that he had with the Tigers after the trade in 2011, he had a 1.79 ERA.
Oh yeah.
He had a 2.31 ERA plus and a 2.48 FIP.
Big time. Big time. Also got hit by a line drive in the World Series and then pitched after.
He had an 11.4 strikeout to walk ratio in 10 starts with the Tigers in 2000.
Unreal.
Wow.
He was so good.
He did also, his best year was 2014 with the Nationals when he finished 8th in Cy Young voting. He went 16-6 with a 2.41. He only had 98 strikeouts that year and 25 starts.
Yeah, people, did we trade him to the Nats? I want to say we did, because I want to say...
It was in the offseason after 2013. I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember.
Baez throws so soft, but he's still really effective somehow.
Yeah. You guys also got Cameron Maybin in the Dontrell Willis trade, by the way. Or no,
we got rid of Cameron.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the... We got rid of Maybin and got Miguel Cabrera and Dontrell Willis.
Mm-hmm. Maybin, Andrew Miller.
Yeah, starter Andrew Miller, who was in the Marlins.
Yeah, not good with either of those. Oh! He wasn't good for a minute.
It wasn't until he turned into a reliever.
I think more relievers need to be like Andrew Miller, not in the sense that they need to be elite, but in the sense that they need to be able to go more than one inning.
I mean, a lot of guys are now who transition from starter to reliever. You transition because you can just max out your arm and like fewer pitches. Like look at what Drew Pomeranz did. I think that's the most notable when it comes to my mind as of late. Anyway,
the Tigers traded Doug Fister to the Nationals for Ian Kroll, Steve Lombardozzi, and Robbie Ray.
It's a name. Some names.
But yeah, even if you're not elite, even if you're just an average reliever, the ability to go 2 or 3 innings out of the bullpen is invaluable.
So I don't mean to hop off this Dontrell Willis trade tree too quickly at all, But Peyton just sent us one of the biggest bait tweets I've ever seen in our production chat, saying Mookie Betts, not Mike Trout, should be the guy we talk about as this generation's true star. Both are great. One guy is an actual winner. But the ratio on this tweet already, it's been up for about half an hour, a little over half an hour. It has 206 quote tweets to 31 retweets and 164 comments.
Beautiful.
You love
ratio it to hell.
Because he's obviously wrong. Randy Arozarena needs to be this generation's
No, it's
star.
Mike Zunino.
No, it's Mike Zunino.
Lombardozzi, yeah. That's interesting, of that Pfister to Washington trade. Ian Kroll was not great for the Tigers, but ended up being an all-star reliever. And then Robbie Ray, also not amazing for the Tigers, and then ended up being an all-star starter for the Diamondbacks. So
yeah, don't Tigers fans not like Robbie Ray very much?
I wouldn't say. I think it's more hatred toward Dombrowski for giving up on him after like 6 starts.
Oh yeah, well
that's fair.
That's fair. I mean, he ended up being an all-star, and we literally trade. I think he literally made 6. Yeah, 6 starts.
Robbie Ray's the exact opposite of Doug Fister.
For sure, yeah. Absolutely. As far as pitch style, for sure. But yeah, I think people were just not happy because.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Robbie Ray. I don't think he can ever really be that effective, but you know.
I mean, his 2017 season was pretty damn good. Led the league in strikeout per 9, 7th in Cy Young voting. 12.1 K per 9 led all starters.
Yeah, but what was his BB per 9?
Almost 4. So
that's actually lower than I thought.
He had a 2.89 ERA and a 3.7 FIP with a 1.1 WHIP, 163 ERA plus. I mean, this is a damn good year. 20 Ks.
I still have Doug Fister's page open, and I'm just fascinated with the 2011 Mariners to Tigers split. So, keeping with walks per 9 and Ks per 9, in 21 starts with the Mariners that year, his walks per 9 was 2 and his Ks per 9 was 5.5.
Yeah.
In 10 starts with the Tigers, 11 total games, so it was 70 1/3 innings with the Tigers that year. His walk rate was 0.6, and his K per 9 was 7.3.
Wow.
So that equated to a 2.78 strikeout to walk with the Mariners in 146 innings and 11.4 in 70 1/3 for the Tigers.
In 2.5 years, 2.5 seasons, he had a 3.29 ERA and a 3.20 FIP in his Tigers tenure.
Wow.
Yikes. A 1.8 walk per 9, a 7.2 strikeout per 9.
Yeah, a nearly doubled strikeout to walk ratio with the Tigers versus with the Mariners in a broadly similar amount of innings.
That was our 5th starter. Oh, that team was so good, bro.
That team
was. How did we not win anything? Jeez.
Panda.
Yes.
I didn't say it.
Honestly, more David Ortiz. The 2013 team, that was the year. The 2012 team was great, don't get me wrong, but the 2013, the 2013 team, that was the team. That's the team that there is not a single general manager in all of baseball that wouldn't have switched their roster for our roster. We had the best roster in the league and didn't even make the World Series.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just kind of looking at just Cy Young awards over the last few years. And I don't know why I got into this bit. I think it was when you started talking about Fister. For whatever reason, I thought about Rick Porcello's Cy Young.
Just fraudulent Cy Young.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts with another base hit in the middle of all this.
Mookie stays hot. He hits him with the Salt Bay celebration. You love to see that.
Nice.
You ever seasoned anything salt-based style?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you just get salt everywhere, man.
Oh yeah.
You really do be getting salt everywhere.
Never do it in your own kitchen.
I really I rub a lot to get seasonings in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Matthew says
But
Robbie
recently,
Ray.
I've been doing a very
Oh, yeah, I
white
guess you
person
did.
thing and not seasoning my chicken because I want to cut down on the sodium in my diet.
That's to Tigers to D-backs.
It is the reverse Scherzer
It
path.
really is, yeah.
It is true. The exact reverse.
Does anyone else remember Cy Young Jake Peavy?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
he was so good. Triple Crown winners,
How
Jake
could you
Peavy.
not?
Cy Young Jake Peavy, what a guy. Jake Peavy is just one of my favorite players. Like,
Arguably the best starter in Padres history.
I think you could make that argument.
Wow, that was
I
a
mean,
heck
who
of
would
a double play.
Who would be close?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
What are we
I don't-
doing? What are we saying? Jake
Best
Peavy's the best
starter.
starter in Padres history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a decorated starting pitching group
Huh.
that's come through San Diego.
Are we talking about like career wise or like 1 year?
Career-wise.
And
I'd say
only starters.
Oh yeah.
Because, of course, Trevor Hoffman would be the
Hoffman,
best
yeah.
pitcher
Yeah,
in
for
franchise
sure.
history.
Absolutely.
Ooh, here's a good question. Is Mariano Rivera the best pitcher in Yankees history?
They were talking about, they kind of discussed this in the Ringer MLB show last week, but they were talking about the passing of Whitey Ford. And they were saying it's pretty easy to make the case that he's probably the best starter in Yankees history, but the conversation of best pitcher in Yankees history is so complicated because of Mariano Rivera.
Right.
Definitely makes it hard, yeah.
I wouldn't. If you were to say yes, I certainly wouldn't disagree. But I could definitely see the argument for and against. Like, there are a lot of people out there who refuse to believe that a reliever can be the best pitcher in a franchise history, which I think is just ludicrous.
I mean, Cassidy is about Dennis Eckersley.
I think it's it's definitely a fascinating conversation to have. I think if it weren't for the way Whitey Ford was used for much of his career, like if he was allowed to pitch more, it might not be as clear cut. Because I mean, through most of Whitey Ford's career, the insane numbers that he put up were only against their best opponents. Like he would be sat against easy wins so that he wouldn't have to burn out his arm.
That's a very interesting strategy of managing players.
It is. Well, I mean, in
that era,
he was so young when he came up too, and so it's almost like a modern way of. In a sense, it's almost a modern way of handling such a talent like that. But
it's almost like the modern way of how the Padres handled Paddock or the Nationals handled Strasburg. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's like it's definitely an interesting way to go about things. But I mean, we've seen it work.
I think the cop-out answer is you could just say Ford and Rivera are 1A and 1B, and you don't even have to be specific about which is which.
Yeah. That's definitely a fair argument to make.
It's fair.
If we're including 1 year peaks, where does Ron Guidry rank?
Jeez.
You want to talk about pitchers who could have been great if they hadn't gotten injured? Sandy Koufax is always at the top of the list, but I think Ron Guidry has to be guy number 2.
I don't even know. I mean, like Sandy, absolutely. Like, yes, but it's not like Sandy Koufax had like a 3-year career. Like, we at least still got to see like a relatively decent career, like as far as lengthwise, like what he pitched 9 years, like at least
Something like
Yeah.
that.
we got a relative sample size of like what could have been.
Who?
Koufax.
Sandy Koufax.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like a 2-year career.
Well, and Ron Guidry pitched for 14 years too.
You did?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the peak went away.
Well, yeah, and I mean his first 2 years were.
Yeah, the post-injury was not the same as the pre-injury, absolutely.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about that injury. I didn't realize he pitched after that injury. My bad.
No,
Well,
but your
so
point
he
still
retired.
stands. Your
He
point
retired
still
at
absolutely
37 after 1988. But I mean, if we're talking about single years, I mean his 78 campaign is mind-boggling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
FIP of 219.
Which is
A
incredible.
whip of .946.
Well, I mean, you can't have this. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's hard to have single greatest season ever debate without bringing up the Pedro years.
Or Bob Gibson.
Right, 68
And he
Gibson.
did
You
that
wanna know
twice in a row.
There was Steve Carlton had a really good year that I don't think gets the respect it deserves. Hold on, let me find
Pretty
it.
sure Pedro's 01 or 02 has the highest ERA. Is the highest ERA plus of all time.
Pedro has the highest single season by FWAR.
Yeah,
And,
highest ERA plus.
I think it was 99 actually. That was because
Hmm.
99 was his, or 2000 was his FIP season.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he had that 3-4 year stretch where there was just pure dominance. That changeup, though.
We love a good changeup.
We really do.
Always.
We do be loving a good changeup,
So
though.
Ron Guidry's 1978 campaign was worth 9.6 WAR.
Wow.
That's insane.
That is insane.
He had 9 shutouts, 16 complete games in 35 starts.
That's a good season.
Yeah,
He allowed
by single
6.1
season,
hits per 9.
That's real good.
by single season WAR, Pedro Martinez's 1999 season has the highest WAR total of 11.6.
Yeah, by leaps and bounds.
And his 2000 is the highest ERA plus ever at 291.
So Steve Carlton in 1972, he had an 11.1 in F4 season. He had a 2.01 FIP over 346.1 innings. A 1.97 ERA over that same time.
Pedro's 1999 FIP for the season was 139.
That's
Oh Lord!
In a whip of 0.9, which he bettered in 2000 with a 0.7 whip.
Shout out to Burt Blevlin in 1973 having a 10.8 WAR season.
Burt Blevlin had a hell of a peak too.
Yeah, Burt Blevlin. I think he's the most underrated pitcher of all time.
I've just been looking at Jake Peavy's page because I just like Jake Peavy. That's all I've been doing, to be real honest. Jake Peavy's 2004 season, I mean, he got, I was going back and forth, so he pitched in 27 games, 166 innings, which isn't, like, the most you can get, right? But to a 2.27 ERA, 173 strikeouts, 3.14 FIP, a 171 ERA plus.
I mean, there was an argument that after Pedro's decline and before kind of like Verlander found his groove and like Kershaw, obviously in the 2010s, that was way post PV. But like, there's an argument that in between that handoff transition era from Pedro to Verlander, that PV for a small year or two sample might have been the best pitcher in the league.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any real debate.
What couple of years is that though? Like
07, definitely he was the best pitcher in baseball.
When?
07.
Oh yeah.
I would say Pedro had almost a 4 ERA in 2004. Oh, but he
Roger Clemens was on the Blue Jays?
I would say that I would say Diego, I would say from like 04 to 08.
Yeah, it's gonna be 7 or 8. Because like until 04 to 07 PV was incredible. And then we got a couple of years of Tim Lincecum like dominating the league.
Yeah.
And then he fell off pretty quick after that.
Yeah.
While we're talking about pitcher dominance, I just really want to jump in real fast and remind everyone that the year that Felix Hernandez won his Cy Young, he didn't make the All-Star team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
Never forget.
If you go to Fangraphs and sort by the highest single season F4 by a pitcher since 1900, Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson shows up 5 times.
Randy Johnson was real good.
So 2001 Randy
Johnson.
Also
S-tier baseball name.
Randy Johnson.
2001 Randy Johnson, 2004 Randy Johnson, 2000 Randy Johnson.
Nick, what are your feelings towards Randy Johnson?
Randy Johnson is an absolute legend. No one has any ill will to Randy Johnson in Seattle, despite the way he left.
And then 1995 Randy Johnson, and then 1999 Randy Johnson.
Yeah, 95 Randy was really freaking good. That was his first Cy Young.
He went 18-2 that year, which is
boomer
stats, but incredible nonetheless.
Is the only Mariner from that era that was kind of frowned upon is the only one A-Rod?
Oh, it's absolutely A-Rod, yeah.
and everyone else is just kind of like off the hook, or like not off the hook per se, but like not no one else left in poor terms.
I think at the time, I think there were fans that were probably a bit unhappy with Randy. I mean, I know Randy was unhappy with the organization. The organization was a bit unhappy with Randy because he couldn't stay healthy.
And then he went on to throw 250 innings in like 5 straight years.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some, and we lost losing Randy Johnson. I don't think Randy Johnson wanted to be in Seattle in general. Like he was, but he'll always be the guy that got us
to the postseason.
That got us. Well, yeah, without him, I mean, without any of that core 4 on that team in '95, without Edgar, we don't go. Without Junior, we don't go. Without Randy, we don't go.
Yeah, that whole course saved
Seattle baseball.
City,
it really did. Yeah. Without them, I wouldn't be here probably.
Right.
But, not like here in like the general terms, but like if I'm not a Mariners fan, I don't know how I end up working for this site and here in this moment doing this.
I thought
we're gonna drive. Oh, Cody Bellinger.
And I'm doing the curls for John Curtis's ending strikeout.
Cody
Bellinger.
Goodness.
Quick at Horath.
Oh yes, everybody go at him.
Oh yeah. Everybody at Horath.
But getting back to Randy, like everyone on that team, I mean, with the exception of Edgar, who never left, he was the Mariner. He's the Mariner that never left. But everyone on that team that left, like they had their moment. Like, and being a Mariners fan isn't about the rings; it's about like the moments that mean the most. Because that's all we have.
Right, there's no ring
there. Moment. Like Randy had his Cy Young, and he had his incredible '95, his incredible '97, and his incredible '98. And he left on his terms, and that's okay because he gave us what he had to give us at the time. Same with Junior. Yeah. Everyone kind of understood why Junior wanted to go. We didn't want him to, but we kind of got it.
Fair.
And we all told him not to, and it turned out we were right, so we forgave him for that. And then he came back, so.
That was awesome.
But A-Rod never really had his moment. As good as A-Rod was as a Mariner, and like statistically, he's still like probably the greatest hitting shortstop of all time, and that is mind-blowing.
For sure.
But he never really had his moment.
That's fair.
He didn't earn the same adoration. He absolutely could have if he stayed longer, but he didn't.
He did not get his one shining moment in Seattle.
Joe Kelly to the game, by the way.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Joe Kelly is currently in the space.
He is in the game. I thought we wouldn't see him, but alas.
What's your opinion on Freddie Garcia?
I love Freddie Garcia. 2001 Freddie Garcia also. That's speaking of forgotten pitcher seasons. Goodness.
Absolutely. Freddie, people always remember like old man, kind of like Yankees Freddie Garcia. People don't realize, right. People don't realize Freddie Garcia back in the day was a dog.
Yeah.
A dog. Like Freddie Garcia was the man for about 4 or 5 years, and people very much forget that.
He was the starting pitcher for the All-Star team that year in 2001, and I mean the Mariners sent 9 players to that All-Star team. I mean that's the year they won 116.
Yeah, what year?
2001.
Yeah, let's also not forget top 10 Cy Young finish as a rookie.
Yeah.
Led the league in ERA title in 01.
Speaking of
he won Cy Young.
Speaking of the All-Star game and sending a lot of players there, don't the A's have the record for most All-Star players with like 12 in 2014
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I don't remember that, but
I don't either. That'd be news to me.
I remember the Royals that one year had almost sent their whole starting 9. I remember the Royals. Those that
their fans packed the ballot box.
Yeah.
The Cubs also did the similar thing in 2016.
Yeah, I don't remember 2015, 16, something like
that.
And that is the ball game.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, so we
Clayton Kershaw with a phenomenal start.
877 Glads now.
Mookie Betts with an unbelievable performance.
Taco Hero, most important part.
Easily the player of the game.
And yeah, that's a 1-0 series lead for the Dodgers.
That is 1-0.
The A's sent 6 All-Stars to the 2014 All-Star game.
Yeah, I was gonna say 14. I feel like we'd remember. That's like
incredible.
That's like bench players making it.
Yeah.
Okay, so final Savant stats. It's loading. Okay, the Rays finished with an expected batting average of 216 to the Dodgers 232. Not surprisingly, the Dodgers with an 100% chance to win this one.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Show me the receipts.
Josh Fleming. This might be the most ridiculous stat. 7 balls over 95 miles an hour given up in 2 2/3.
Jeez.
Yikes, that's brutal. That is
just got absolutely brutal. Lit up. That Austin Meadows flyout was 103 off the Bellinger robbed one, 103 off the bat with an 840 expected batting average.
Wow.
And it went 410 feet for an out.
There were 13 balls hit over 100 miles per hour in this game.
Goodness.
Jeez. How many strikeouts were there?
A lot.
11 for the Rays and 10 for the Dodgers. So 21.
And there were 3 home runs.
there were 3 home runs.
That's 24. That's 240 arm curls.
Go Cali.
Yes. Yeah, so the good news, this game was not particularly close, the last 5 innings, or 4 innings especially. But the good news being, given the amount of hard hit balls and the expected batting average and the fact that the Dodgers can't put one of the best pitchers of all time on the mound every night, this is probably going to be a relatively competitive series, which is good news.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good baseball is
good baseball
is
being
good.
played. All right, to be honest, I don't like the F either. The F sucks. So, like, I don't know.
Wait, I haven't seen it. Hold on.
I don't like making changes left and right here, and I seem high maintenance, but like that's horrible.
Oh, that
like,
F is
we can
terrible.
all agree that that's
right? Why does the bottom one look like that? It looks like a tendril from Cthulhu.
I wouldn't even send that in chat.
It
I
just
wouldn't even
isn't.
send that as an F in chat.
It just isn't good. We'll discuss that for the next game, but we will
There
be
might be
broadcasting
some changes, everybody.
Game 2 tomorrow night as well. I don't think our cast is made up yet, but it'll probably be some combination of us again.
And others, possibly.
And others,
Get
obviously.
some, like, Rudy. We'll get some...
Yeah, I think Rudy's on tomorrow.
Rudy and that.
All right, we fixed
maybe.
the app. That's significantly better.
Yeah.
That should just be
Okay.
the app all
So
the time.
Thank
We
you.
should never
Thank
see
you.
that embarrassment of a F ever again. That was horrid.
The only thing worse than that F are Horwath's takes.
Yeah.
The 7 is still worse than the F, to be completely frank.
Yeah,
Neither worse
To
than
keep it
Horwath's takes.
JF with you, the 7 is still the worst.
Yeah.
All right. That'll do it. We'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you for watching. And we'll catch you later.
Go baseball.
Right. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Do that baseball.
Go baseball.